I just realized I wasn't live. Are we actually live now? We're actually live. Sorry about that. As we got Lions just got their first down, so yes, we are having some technical difficulties. Tis okay. All right, so we got 2nd and 13 now. They're just going to hand it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to get about 5 yards. Oh, a nice little gain. Try and make it 3rd and manageable. How's everybody doing? How are we all doing? We got 3rd and 8. Goff and shotgun. He's going to hand it off, and they're just going to go backwards. Lose about 7 yards. What was that? Tackled by Grenard. That was just... Alright, 1 second as we are working on something. Punt is away, and Vikings are going to field that at the 10. Going to try and get some return, and he just falls down after about 2 yards. Pardon me while I equip myself with some headphones. We're trying to get him in here, fanboy. We're trying. Working out some kinks. I'm gonna switch this, do this. Those are connected. Alright, I can hear him now. Can hear me. And can you all still hear me? Yes, you can. So we're working through getting him set up here. Fanboy is an interesting name. Fanboy is also one of our more irregulars. Yay, we're here. Yay. Yay. Alright, I don't know where Josiah went. We're working on it. But we got commercial break. Trying to get him in here. We're coming back. All right, we got 1st and 10 from their own 14. Darnold's got a nice bunch package. He's going to hand off, and he's going to get up across to 22-yard line. A nice run on 1st down. That'll be Aaron Jones setting it up for a 2nd and short. So Vikings go quick on 2nd down and get about an 8-yard completion-ish up to the 30 to Hawkinson. Trying to work out some issues. All right, got some motion and fakes a handoff, dumps it off, and they're going to get about 6 yards as an wall black lion black they're wearing black jerseys. Wall of Lions players makes a stop. All right, 2nd and 4. They're going to have a handoff to Aaron Jones, and he's got some space, but he's only going to get about 2 or 3 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and short. Nice little hole as they run off tackle. What was it? Anzalone actually on the play, who is a returning player for the Lions. 3rd and 1, go quick out to Aaron Jones again. He's been just about the only one working him down the field right now. Hello? I can. Is this coming from your computer? We got a handoff to Aaron Jones, and that's going to be about a 6-yard run as they're approaching midfield. Okay. If you need to mess with inputs and outputs, next to where you turn off your mic, there should be a little arrow. If you hit that, you can change your inputs and outputs. Make sure your input's set to the black magic, and your output is set to your headphones. So we got a false start. A lot of flags coming out for a false start for the Vikings. Hello? All right, we got 2nd and 9. After backing up, Darnold's scanning. He's going to fire, and he's going to miss. It's going to be off the mark. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Looks like that was Zadarius Smith on the pressure. Some of it, at least. Jack Campbell was there, too. 3rd and 9. Darnold scanning, fires, and dropped pass by TJ Hawkinson. Would have had the first down on the right sideline, but he drops it maybe just a little bit out of reach from Darnold. But either way, brings up 4th down, and the Vikings bring out their punter, as we'll have our second punt of the evening already. And we got the return up across the 21 to the 22-yard line. So the Lions offense is going to come back out for its second attempt. So we got a little commercial break because I'm trying to get our boy in here. All right, we're coming back. Oops. All right, so 1st and 10, Lions taking over for their second drive of the game from their own 22. Man in motion, he's going to pitch it back, and he's got room up across the 25 to the 26. A little bit of room. I can hear you. All right, you seem a little loud, but I can probably turn you down a little bit. Yeah, it seems right. Do you have the camera hooked up? Okay. as we got Goff dropping back on 2nd and 6. He's going to dump it off, and he's going to have a completion and a first down. I believe that was to Laporta. It's kind of hard to read the numbers with all the dark colors. Numbers don't pop as much. Showing David Montgomery on the sideline. There you go, on some tempo. So 1st and 10 from the 33. I'm changing something up here. And now they're going to go with a handoff to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to go nowhere. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. It's a Ward on the tackle. All right, 2nd and 10. They're going to go fake it back to Gibbs. And Goff is going to take a shot. He's got a wide open. Is that Amon-Ra St. Brown? And they're into Minnesota territory now. Play action works like a charm. Came off of some motion and just sat in the middle of the field. We got Goff maneuvering the pocket, and he's going to dump off incomplete. I was trying to hit Gibbs, I think is who that was. Maybe Amon-Ra. I didn't see the number. Didn't see his number. Tried dumping it off short. Missed the mark. I'll bring up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 from shotgun. Looking in, Vikings bringing pressure. Goff's going to dump it off. And he's got a completion for about 8 yards as Laporta works through a defender for an extra few. Brings up 3rd and short. About the 36-yard line. 35, 36. They're just taking what the Vikings are giving them, which right now is plenty. Plenty and plenty. So we got Reynolds in the backfield. Goff under center. Vikings showing pressure, and we're going to have a flag. Unless the Lions got a timeout off first. They elected to take their first timeout, so we're gonna hold on. Uh-oh. Give me this. Give me this. Hold on. Wrong one. Wait, no, that was the right one. Never mind. All right. See what they got on 3rd and 2. They're gonna hand it off, and they got room out left, and they're gonna pick it up on a scramble for the line, but we got Laundry. Laundry on the field. Oh. And we got 3rd and 12 now, as it looked like they're holding. And we're going to have Goff and shotgun. Vikings look all over the place, but they're bringing a lot of pressure on 3rd down. Goff dumps it off, and it's going to be a catch, but not enough for a 1st down. Completed to Tim Patrick, and that's going to bring up 4th and 4 or 5. So on 4th and 5, classic Detroit and Dan Campbell, they're going for it. Goff under pressure dumps it off, and he's got himself a 1st down to Jamison Williams, and he gets some extra up to the 25. Yeah, if you know the lines, you know that that's not... Field goal time is not preferred. So 1st and 10 from the 25, hands off, and he's got some room, and he's got plenty of room up into the end zone. That's gonna be a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown, weaved his way through the traffic into the end zone. Nice 25-yard run, and the Lions are on the board. So extra point is up and good. So Lions strike first. And the battle for the number 1 seed. So we got commercial break. Still trying to get Josiah in here. All right. Trying to get him in here. It'll be the thing right next. It'll be right where it says turn on camera. Hit the little arrow next to it. Yeah, that one. Should be set to that one. So long as it's set up, you should just be able to turn on your camera. if it works. Should be set, yeah, to black magic design. Chauncey Billups, holy. Holy. All right, kickoff is away, and the Vikings are going to kneel this for a touchback. So, Vikings take over, down 7. Each team had a chance, but Lions strike first on their second chance. We shall see if the Vikings can do the same. So we get a look at Aiden Hutchinson. As we're winding down the end of the first. Sam Darnold fakes the handoff, being chased, and tries to break a sack, and he doesn't. And he's going to go down way back in his own territory, right around the 3? The 2 or the 3 yard line. And already going way in the wrong direction. This is Darius Smith. That would be the trade they made before the deadline. So they're going to fake handoff and then dump off a screen to Aaron Jones. He's going to get some yardage and back up across the 10. So he's given them some room, but it's not going to be enough. All right, so 3rd and 18. Darnold's going to fire, and he overthrows Hawkinson. He had room for a first down, but he just misses the mark, and that's going to bring up 4th down, and the Vikings are going to go 3 and out and punt. He had Hawkinson. He was wide open over the middle, but just barely out of the reach. So punt is away. As the last play of the first. Lions are going to return it, running out right, and he doesn't get anywhere. Just ran to the right, I guess. Wanted it on the right side of the field, I guess. So that'll bring the end of the first, as we'll go into quarter 2. Oh. Scoot this over a little bit. There we go. Trying to work him in here. All right. At the start of the second quarter, Lions taking over on the third possession. They're going to start around their own 30. Gotta watch out and see if... Oh, we got laundry. Never mind. Looks like a false start on the Lions. So they're going to back up. And they're going to try from around their 25. It's against Panay Sewell, the Pro Bowler? I don't know if he made All-Pro. So we got a handoff to Goff. Or not, a Goff hands off. Words are hard. That goes to Gibbs, and he gets about 5 yards. 4 or 5 yards. Got a motion out right, and they're going to dump it off. Oh, and that was blown up. Holy cow. That was Van Ginkel. He blew up Gibbs on the screen. And he's going to come off. That was a big hit. Read it like a book. He held on to that too, so they go backwards. It's 3rd and 20 now. So Lions are going to see if they can convert on the 3rd and long, and the pressure is going to get home, and Goff's going to get sacked around the 10. And it's a punt away, caught around the 45, returned up to around the 50. So they'll have it, Vikings will have it around midfield. A great field position indeed. All right, do we have a Josiah? So we're going to go to commercial break as we switch possessions. Hearing noises. I'm hearing things. All right, do we have a Josiah? Can Josiah hear me? I cannot hear Josiah. But it looked like he said he could hear me, so... we shall see if we have a Josiah. Yeah, talking about that hit on Gibbs was a little rough. Get some background commentary. All right. Because we're starting to come back. Can't hear you. All right, 1st and 10 from the 50, hands off, and he's gonna have maybe a yard. Because there really wasn't any room there for him. So 2nd down, gonna dump it off, and he's gonna have a catch and run. That'll be Josh Oliver. As we got Laundry, he got about 14, 15 yards. Branch on the tackle. So, there we go. All right. Yes. I can at least. It's some fun. All right, let's see if I can get you on the live stream. Because I currently have you muted for live stream. So currently I just seem crazy to everyone else. As we got Darnold dropping back. Firing deep and overthrows. Is that Addison? It was Addison. Was it end shot to the end zone? Thought he had Addison, just missed him by a few yards. But let's see if we can get you in here. Just make sure everything else is muted. All right, we're gonna have 3rd and 10. Darnold drops back. He's gonna fire, and he's gonna have Jefferson maybe, and then complete. It is Jefferson, although way deep into Lions territory, and that's gonna set up 1st and goal from the 10. So Vikings in the red zone with some pressure in his face, makes the throw. Big catch and run for Justin Jefferson. All right, let's go here and see if we can bring in Josiah. So let's turn this on. We're going to have a different overlay. I know that I'm going to be all messed up, but if I do this, please. Oh, I need to move myself, though. Shrink me, move me over here. And yeah, look, Josiah's here. And we'll unmute him too, so now people can hear him. I think. Guys. Let me know if you can hear Josiah. And it'll move me a little bit. Oop. Right about there. Tried working out his camera stuff, but this is what we got, so we got a deal. Whoa, there we go. Oh. Lose you? There we go. So missed a few plays there, but we got 3rd and goal now, as that looked like an incomplete pass out of the back of the end zone. This intended for absolutely no one. Lovely, lovely.
So I see Detroit has a touchdown now.
Detroit does have a touchdown. Let me know if you can hear Josiah okay, if he looks okay. Compliment his beard, I don't know. 3rd and goal from the 3. Darnold drops back. He looks, fires left, and overthrows again. So that's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 3. Was looking for Hawkinson on a wheel route, but just missed. He's had a few missed throws already. Not pretty. Some not so pretty passes after a career game last week.
Ooh.
All right. Darnold drops back. Was looking, scanning, firing, and over the head of Jefferson. And that's going to bring a turnover on downs. Donald, again, just missing. Just missing. But yeah, Josiah, we've had some people calling for you for a little while now.
Yeah, I've been busy and now, but I don't know how delayed it is on your end because we'll see how bad this is. But I can hear you perfectly fine. I don't know if the people on stream can hear me at all. It was in line with your speech.
Well, they should. They should hear you as soon as I hear you. So it's more just a question of like how late is it that you're hearing me, but it shouldn't be too much.
No, it shouldn't be all that much.
So. Whoop. Moved you a little bit.
Yeah, I moved a little bit. The light was flaring a little bit.
Oh no, I moved you on accident.
Oh, you moved me on accident. How dare you?
You hear Saya double-ish. What do you mean you hear Saya double-ish? What if you talk real quick?
Talk.
Alright. Maybe that will help then. I think I might have had you doubled on accident. Alright, you should be good now though.
Wait. You back? No.
We are back. So I don't know if how much you watched today. You watched any games?
Yeah, I did get to see. What was it? Bears, Packers, Dolphins, Jets. The ending of the Buccaneers Saints game.
Ah, yeah, that one was.
Yeah, I did get to see the Ravens and Browns duke it out a little bit. So.
Is that what we're calling that? What that performance was? A duke out?
I don't know.
Alright.
Kind of make it seem fair, I guess. I don't know.
We got 1st and 10 from their own 3. Lions hand off, and they got some room up to the 8, maybe 9-yard line. That was Gibbs on the run. So he gets about 5 or 6. Gets some room for Goff.
I'm a couple seconds ahead, so I'm going to wind back a little bit so I don't spoil any surprises.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can count off what I'm seeing on my clock just so you can try and line it up with that. So we got 938, 937, 936, 935, 934. As Goff fakes the handoff, and he's got a lot of pressure, and he's just going to throw it to the dirt from the end zone. They're going to say there was an eligible receiver in the area, but they will discuss. He threw it away to avoid the safety. They're talking, though. They're saying Laporta was in the area. So they're going to rule it incomplete. Got lucky that he was back there.
Yeah, pretty lucky.
Yeah, they're going to keep it with an incomplete pass. He was lucky that he was there, because otherwise that... Laporta, I mean, thing is, Laporta's in there as a blocker, is really what he's doing. It's more of a... I mean, you also had Gibbs there, too. As they got more pressure, but he's going to get the ball out left, and a completion is going to be about... It looks like they will give him the first down. So I'll bring up a first down. I don't know how far behind I am, or if you need me to count off so you can try and sync. Cool. All right, 1st and 10 from the 14. We got a handoff to Gibbs, and he's going to get maybe a yard. Vikings defense holding up pretty strong, at least in the run game. Other than that one run, they've been holding up just in general. I think only 2 or 3 big plays.
Hey, Amber.
Amber is here. I also have no idea what the latency as far as the game goes. Or as far as the stream goes. It should be set pretty low, but...
I think we're having some echo.
Some echo?
According to one of the people watching.
On which end?
It's on my end, I think. But apparently my mic is not picking me up.
Yeah, I mean...
I
you
can
might...
try the other mic here. Maybe that might be the issue. Okay, well, Amber says he doesn't hear an echo anymore, so...
Yeah, there was an echo for a little bit because I had you doubled, but I fixed that, so maybe it has gone away. As we got 3rd and 1, and a handoff to Gibbs, and he's going to navigate his way for a first down up across the 25, and this is a very hard-fought set of only 2 first downs. But they have had to... Actually, it's not Gibbs, it's Reynolds. But that will give them a new set of downs. As the clock is going to continue to run. Now at 7 minutes.
Alright, everything should be fine.
Goff is dropped back. He's going to dump it off. And that is intercepted and returned up to the 6. It was a screen intended, I believe it was either for Laporta or for Gibbs. And Goff just couldn't clear the defender. And that gets tipped up and intercepted up and returned back up to the 6.
Yeah, he was not expecting that whatsoever, but...
That's Metellus. That's
Yeah.
Metellus. He's kind of a do-it-all kind of defender. He plays all over the field, but Metellus on the tip at least, not on the actual interception. But he gets his hands up, tips it up. I don't know who that is. On that, I'll pull up.
Which part are you looking at? Number 0?
Yeah, is that Pace?
That should be Pace.
Let me pull up a roster. But we got first and goal yet from the the 7, not the 6. Darnold alone in shotgun, looking, firing. Oh, and broken up. Intended for Justin Jefferson.
Good defense. I believe that was. I didn't get to see the number. Was that Robertson? Yeah. Good
Who was
defense.
0? Ivan Pace Jr. is number 0. Look at me. Got it right.
So good defense. Branch was also in the area, so I would have double teamed him when he had a chance.
Yes, indeed. All right. Second goal from the 6. Fakes the handoff to Jones. Looking. Firing. Oh, and just too high again for Justin Jefferson.
Dang. Yeah. I'm gonna switch my mic real fast, but I should be fine. Supposedly. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, it's tipped up. It's just, it was too high for him to come down with it. I agree, move it closer. I mean, now on 3rd and goal from the 6, you're not looking probably, or 3rd and goal from the 7. Fires, oof. Overthrows Justin Jefferson again. 3 straight plays is rough. Darnold not having his best day so far.
All right, that should be better. Unless I'm super loud again.
Oh, where'd you go? What happened? You there? It changes. Hello?
Hello?
Field goal is up. Oh, and they sneak it in. We can hear you. Is this your computer mic? Because it sounds like your computer mic.
Of course.
I think the issue with the one before was the fact that the camera was off to the side. So if you were, I don't know if you would have been able to get it in front of you, but
How's this?
sounds all right. I don't know if we can get any better though. Is the thing.
No, that I'm going to assume that it is. I also can speak up too, so if that's needed as well.
Well, for some reason we don't have your video. Oh, now we have your video. I don't know why that keeps turning off.
Might be a connection issue, but all right. So we at commercial break right now.
We are at commercial break. We're at commercial break, yeah.
Okay. Well, how are we all doing? How are you doing, Will?
I'm doing all right. Just been watching some
That's good.
football.
Football. What? I assumed you watched the Ravens game. I would hope so.
Well, I was working for a bit of it, so I followed it, but I didn't get to watch most of it. But it was still a very solid game. Very happy with how we played. Feel good about how we're going into the playoffs. We ended up clinching the division with that, and then the Steelers lost as well.
Yes, sir.
So it was nice, but yeah, again, I more than anything, I just like how we're going in, like how we're feeling going in. Defense looks good. Offense looks still good. Lamar's still having a good game. So
That's good. Yeah, I did see the stat line for Lamar Jackson. He seems to be doing well. What is it? A couple things that I did see today, though. What is it? Allen currently is still holding his starting record for every game that he's played. What is it? Yeah, was it Cincinnati was eliminated because Denver won.
Cincinnati was eliminated, even though they came away with the win. It was all for nothing. Even
If they
though
didn't lose a couple of games earlier, they wouldn't have to deal with that.
true, and I mean they really were just the Chiefs probably starting their starters like that one thing away from
Mhm.
potentially winning that or getting that spot because even the Dolphins lost. They got that to go
This
their
is
way,
true.
but
Mhm.
Broncos creamed the Chiefs' backups for only the second shutout of the season. 38-0.
Yeah. I mean, Denver needed a statement win, and they got their statement win, so that's all they needed. Yeah, it sucks for Cincinnati though because they've been hoping to get back into the playoffs, but when you're losing a couple games at the beginning of the season, that's not going to bode well for you. Yeah, poor Joe Shiesty. Yeah, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase were putting up numbers this season, so
All right, six and a half
unfortunate.
to go. We got Goff starting from his own 30. He's gonna dump it off, and just falls down after about 8 yards. Stumbled, tripped over his own feet, or the turf monster. Who knows?
Not the turf monster.
Snatching ankles, quite literally.
Oh no.
But yeah, um, Cincinnati was eliminated. Oh, okay. Here we go. 2nd and 2. Fakes the handoff. He's going to dump it off. And he's got Amon Ra up across to the 49. Ankles indeed. No
Oh,
ankles for
no.
anyone.
That sucks.
No ankles for anyone.
Fun times. But yeah, so I'm curious to see, what was it? You had Minnesota winning, right, Will?
I did, as we got a handoff up for about 4 yards. Make
Three-ish
it
yards.
second and manageable. That was to Gibbs. Yeah, I had Minnesota winning this one. I know you had the Lions.
Yep.
I think it's fair to say this is probably the most anticipated Sunday night game. Again, a lot of implications with
Hmm.
playoff seeding on the line, first round bye on the line.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of bound to happen at some point because one of these teams are going to the fifth seed,
Yep. We got a handoff. Gibbs again is gonna get another 4 yards.
short of the first down.
It will be about 2 yards short.
Yeah.
That's pace on the tackle.
Also, congratulations to Mike Evans for his 11th consecutive season with over 1,000 receiving yards.
Yep, that puts him in second. And dude, the way he got there.
Yeah, I saw that ending. It was a good ending. Good ending. Um, as we have, was it a handoff?
Handoff. And
It was first
ooh,
down.
I think he got up there. Ooh, they look like they're
He
marking him
might
like.
be short. They're marking him short. Um,
I mean, that doesn't mean
so
anything to Dan Campbell, but
no, yeah, just short.
half a yard short.
Gee, I wonder
He's
what they're doing.
surely gonna elect to go for it. The question is, what are they gonna do, and can the Vikings find a way to stop it? That's the question. As Darnold's
Well,
warming up back on the sideline, he really needs to get his stuff together because
has he
he's
been
been
sloppy so far?
he's he's been good this year, but today so far he has overthrown a lot of receivers. He overthrew Justin Jefferson on 3 consecutive throws in the end zone. Um,
I think the
as
pressure's coming to him. Oh, they're challenging it.
Detroit is challenging the spot.
That's why I thought he got the first down. He looked like he got
Uh,
over the marker.
I think he's down before.
Yeah,
I think he might
I
have been
mean,
down before.
other no matter what, Dan Campbell is still going to go for it on fourth down.
This is
So
true.
it doesn't really change much. Just
Yeah.
the fact that it is now fourth down. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of interesting things that happened today, whether it be news or whatnot. But you know how it is. Was it Mr. Mayo is fired? the Patriots today.
Oh,
That I was surprised about.
Amber be putting freaking Legos in Sam Darnold's cleats.
Oof.
It's because the person she's going up against in the third place game has Sam Darnold.
Oh.
Why are you doing this to Sam, me boy?
He deserves this, I guess. 14,
Man
15
play.
win team. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But anything that you wanna talk about while we're still at commercial?
No, I mean
Or-
you did mention it. I think it's probably the most surprising thing, not just because they didn't even wait until tomorrow, but the Gerard Mayo firing, purely because I thought between the first year coaches who had bad first years, I thought he was the one that would have been safe.
Yeah,
Like
I thought he was too because he did what he could with that roster because that roster was pretty bad.
he made that team actually look pretty good. I mean, you came in and beat the backups of the Bills, which isn't a big deal, but also like they've you got some
Albert.
you got two quarterback prospects that look pretty good. Obviously, Milton is much less tested, but
Mm-hmm.
Drake May looks really good.
Yeah. All right. So what are they saying about this one?
He's down like right at the marker.
Amber says already on fourth. Already fourth. Oh, as in rank. Oh, in her league.
She's
or
already
whatever?
fourth, meaning she lost, I think.
All
I have
stands.
those.
So looks like we're going for it on fourth.
And that's going to be a timeout, though, for Detroit. They lose this timeout
Yeah.
as they're going for it. And, oh, dear,
What
that
the-
was...
That was heavily underthrown or whatever that was.
was that... It looked like it... Well, based off of how it was
I was
thrown.
hoping that was a tip, but I don't think that was a tip.
What happened
it?
here? A lot of pressure, as you should probably expect from the Vikings. He went play action, which was interesting.
Oh, it got tipped by number 90.
It did.
Bullard with a tip. So,
Interesting.
Good
Interesting news. Interesting news just dropped. I don't know if I'd call it news, but according to ESPN from Tyreek Hill, he is out of Miami.
Oh, he left.
He's done with Miami is what he's saying. So
Watch him go sign with the Chiefs now.
well, I don't think he's going to be released. I think he more just means he won't be playing there after this year. So we'll see if that looks like retirement, if that looks like a different team. We'll see. But
Yeah.
2nd and 8, we'll have Sam Darnold under center. A little motion. He's going to have some pressure from the Lions. He's scrambling out left. He's running, being chased, and he's going to dodge his way up for about 2 or 3 yard run. And he's going to turn what was almost a hefty sack into an actual gain and keep it third and medium.
Yes,
As
sir.
we're getting closer to the 2-minute warning. Maybe one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Yep. Most likely. Let's see here. Is it 3rd and 6 now? Where are we at? The 45? Vikings? Is that what it is?
Yeah, they're on. I believe on 45.
I don't know if I don't know if I'm ahead of you or behind you. So
Probably slightly ahead. We're gonna have Sam Darnold dropping back, looking, fires, and he's got a completion up across the 40 to around the 35 of the Lions, and that's Jalen Naylor. Naylor.
Thank you, Naylor. So got 2-minute warning.
We will have the 2-minute warning. Vikings with a chance to take the lead going into half.
Oh,
We'll see if they can capitalize.
Well, okay, it's fine. But yeah, I mean, I expected this, especially out of the two top teams in the NFC right now. Um, I don't know, or an NFC North at the very least. It's very debatable if Philadelphia could be argued as one of the best teams right now, but
This is
I
true.
think that
There's a
is
few
well.
teams, that could be argued for being up there. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, interesting to see how things shook out. Some players got some big payouts.
This is true.
I didn't. I have to look at Gino's numbers. I know he got $2 million for the win over the Rams, and depending on if he hit the yard mark, he would have gotten another $2 million for passing yards on the season. I don't know how many he ended with, but potentially could have ended up with a $4 million payday today.
Oh wow,
It's pretty
a lot of
fancy.
money.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
money.
I take that any day. Put
Uh,
me in, coach. Put me in, coach. I'll take that payday.
I'll take that money. Thank you very much. Let me see if he crossed that. I don't know what number he needed.
Was it at least a what was the total
Total what?
that he got on the season or on the yards or whatever
On the game?
on the game?
Or
Yeah.
on the game, he had 223, so I think he did pass that. I think he needed like
Okay.
180, I want to
Okay.
say. So I believe he did. Oh,
It's still pretty good for him though.
and just side is gone for some reason. Why does that
Yeah,
keep
I don't know
happening?
what's going on. It might be something with my camera or whatever, but
It's either that or if I switch around,
that might
but
be it too. I don't know.
I should be
But as
setting
long
for
as he
window.
can hear me, he can see me, I think that's all that matters. So
They can hear you 100% of the time and see you probably about 80% of the time.
that's good.
All right.
At least 80% is better than 100, or then better than 70. You know what I mean? English is hard.
All
All
right.
right, so
Back from the 2 minute warning. First and 10 from the 36. Darnold is going to hand off to Jones. Doesn't got room, so he's going to cut, and he's
oh,
going to find some room and get 5 yards.
there you go.
English do be
Yes,
hard.
Amber. Yes, English do be hard. That's why I'm not an English major or a English teacher or whatever. Yeah. Now you see me, now you don't.
It's a disappearing act.
Yes.
All right.
Whoa.
Down to a minute and a half, so they're letting this clock run a little bit. 2nd and 5. What are they going to do here? Lions dropping out. They're going to toss it out to Jones. Jones has got even more room up to the 21-yard line, but we got a late flag thrown in towards around the 20, but towards the middle of the field, so maybe a hold.
I'm going to assume a hold if it's near the middle of the field.
Yeah, it wasn't really thrown in the direction of where the tackle was.
Holding.
It's a defensive holding.
Huh.
It's been an interesting call. It's something that has picked up a lot more this year, because you used to not see defensive holdings unless it was in the passing game, but
Yes.
we're seeing a lot more defensive holdings called in the run game this year. So
Yeah.
it's been an interesting development, but that gives the Vikings the ball at the, what is that, 18-yard line?
Something like that. Hi,
First and
NFL
goal from
fanboy. I
first and goal from
live.
18. All right,
I
first
know he
and
was really
10
impatient.
from the 18. Another handoff to Aaron Jones, and
Oh,
he's only going to get like a yard.
if
Not a lot
that.
of room there.
Yeah. Huh? How are we doing, NFL fanboy?
All right,
Looks like 2nd and 9.
from the
Jones in the
17,
backfield.
dropping back, Looking, firing, and he's gonna hit Jones again, up to around the 13, or not 13. 13?
Yeah, somewhere around there. That's good, NFL fanboy. I know I've been absent for a couple weeks now. I apologize. I've been busy. So we got another first time out for Minnesota, I guess.
Do we now? Do we now?
Yeah, Amik Robertson has been pretty good so far. Was it 5 targets, 2 receptions, only for 37 yards, which is pretty good, considering he's going up against Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
I'll take what you got. I'm sorry, what now? Amber? What?
Oh yeah, last week I had a little red sitting right here.
Oh,
And
like
she
Little
called it.
Red from.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was a little red, but they kept calling it a voodoo doll. As we got 3rd and 6 from the 13-yard line, Darnold drops back, looks, he's gonna throw it up, and it's just gonna hit the dirt,
No.
and that's gonna be another 4th down with 24 seconds.
That's creepy. Well, if it was just sitting behind Will, I guess I could understand that. But
Yeah, it was sitting like right on that little.
was it like slouched over too?
That was sitting up.
It was sitting up. Okay.
It was sitting up, but she just
yeah.
was not a fan. So
I mean, it is a little red.
a little
Darnold
red.
got a pretty good hit on him.
Yeah, he got hit pretty good. So Vikings are gonna come out with the field goal unit, and we're gonna see if they can make this a 1-point game going into halftime. Kick is up
Yeah,
and
they do.
good. That's
Congratulations,
Riker.
Vikings. You're 1 point behind. Yeah. I mean, I expected this to be a pretty low-scoring game, especially with how both defenses, regardless of how many injuries they've had, they've kept it pretty close for the most part. Detroit is still the most surprising because, especially on the defensive injuries, they're still locking everything down for the most part. So,
Yeah,
Robertson, for example, was taking the lead and charge against Jefferson at the very least. But I don't know how Kirby Joseph is doing and all those players as well because was it Kirby Joseph at one point was leading the interception game, right?
Kirby Joseph was after last week leading the league in interceptions. Fanboy says you sound a little different. He is, I believe, using his computer mic because he was having issues with the other one. So
yeah, it's technology issues, my friend. There's only so much I can do.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So we got 20 seconds. Oh, what kind of kick is? I guess.
It's a free kick out of bounds.
Penalty. Yeah.
So that's going to give the Lions the ball at about what? The 40? I believe is where they'll pick that up.
That.
So.
Yeah. Exciting game for the most part. I mean, that's I've seen, but I'm on a computer. Why are you using the studio amount? I mean, I thought it would work. I don't know if it still does at all.
I think it does. I think part of the issue was the cameras or the mic's off this way and you're talking this way. So if you're able to get it in front of you, I think it might work better. As we got Goff firing. Oh, and he's actually got a completion up to Minnesota 41 to St. Brown. Ooh. 15 seconds. They didn't have to use the timeout because he got out of bounds. They might be able to get something here.
They might.
They might get some. 15 seconds. It only took 5. It only took 5 seconds. That play only took 5.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the mic is like right here now. I don't know if that's better or not, but
as Goff drops back, and he's got another completion up to around the 30 in the middle of the field, so they're just going to let the clock tick and call a timeout.
Well, got 6. Oh, no, they're just kind of... Oh, yep.
So they'll call it our last timeout with 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Well, might as well get a free field goal in as well. So, do you think this is going to be a game of field goals toward the end, or you think it's going to be touchdown heavy in the second half?
I'm hoping. Well, I don't. I know for the Vikings, it's mostly Sam Darnold just needs to get his accuracy down. He's not been very accurate today, but
Yeah, I mean,
48
what
yard
I've
field
seen
goal.
Jared Goff so far, it's been pretty
That's
interesting.
just been. I think Minnesota's defense has just been good.
Yeah, 48 yard field goal attempt. Bates. Let's see. Let's see if they can get a 4-point lead going into the half.
And Minnesota's gonna call their second timeout, try and ice them.
Mm-hmm. They got another one. Could definitely do that.
All right, line it up for the field goal yet again.
Mm-hmm.
This will be the last play of the half. Can Bates sink it? It's up and good. So Lions will go in with a 10-6 lead at the end of the quarter. Scoot this over a little bit.
Kirk will be calling the Cotton Bowl semifinal in Dallas Friday night in the NFL playoff game with Baltimore Saturday night. Oh, wow. Yeah, Kirk seems to be a little busy, doesn't he? Good on him. But I don't think I could ever.
I mean, doesn't he typically does that though? Because he usually calls
Yeah.
Games on Saturday and then he'll go to games on Sunday. I don't know if they usually line it up where he doesn't have to go as far, because I know that's a pretty far distance. But
yeah, I
usually
don't know what the situation is, but
Thursday and Saturday. Okay,
usually, yeah. And then I'm
backwards.
11-4 on pickles of lines with pickies. I said they looked like pickles there for a second. He's never done 2 days in a row before. Yeah, I could not imagine doing that kind of stuff. I mean, I hope he's not traveling. If he has to travel, then that might be concerning on his end.
Playoff schedule is out, so we're gonna have Baltimore Saturday night. Houston's gonna be Saturday at 3:30 Eastern time, or not Central time. And then Sunday we're gonna have Buffalo at noon, Philly at 3:30, Tampa at night, and then the Monday night is gonna be loser of this versus the Rams.
Okay.
So depending, we might, if we're able to stream next week, at the usual time, we would be looking at Tampa Bay and Washington.
That should be pretty fun.
Yes, sir.
Tampa Bay and Washington sounds fun.
Yeah. Should be some fun. Obviously, well, I mean, I guess it lets me just watch my Ravens play. It just gives me the opportunity to sit and watch them play instead of having to live stream. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. But well, anything? Are you guys actually going to do a Sunday night stream? What do you guys like? NFL fanboy, we've just been so busy for the last couple weeks. It's just been hard to plan stuff out, particularly on my end. I kind of feel bad that I haven't been able to keep up with that kind of stuff, but I don't know. It's been hard, but I should be around to do streaming for the next how many games there are next until the Super Bowl. We're not entirely sure about the Super Bowl quite yet, but we'll see. What is it? I know we could probably do something like this. I mean, hopefully by next time, I'll actually have the camera all set up and figured out. Um, but Will, are you gonna be still living at, or are you still gonna be at your house, or are you gonna come back to
I will
campus?
still be here
Okay,
for next week.
for next
The
week. Okay,
following week, I'm planning to be back there.
okay.
So, what would it be? Divisional round.
Divisional
Planning
round.
to be
Yeah,
back.
it'll be a divisional round. Yeah,
Um,
so we should be back in person by the divisional round. So maybe one more week of this, and then yeah. So, and hopefully by that point, I can figure out the whole camera situation because it wasn't letting me use the camera for some reason, or at least on my computer. I don't know why. So maybe I just have to figure something out. But the normal Sunday night games, yeah. I mean, that's
great.
just what happens.
Great.
So
Lovely.
I would prefer to be earlier, anyways.
Great. That's just gonna have to play into travel plans.
Yep. Yeah. I
Lovely.
mean, it's good for me, but bad for you because you got traveled. So,
Yes, I do have to travel,
yeah.
but we should be
Well,
okay.
what do you guys think where Rodgers would end up after the season? Oh, Aaron Rodgers. I've been hearing rumors that he's going to retire. I wouldn't be surprised. Um, Especially with how some of his not his teammates, but like his inner circle has been saying. Um, they wouldn't be surprised if he did retire. I mean, the most I can see after this season is probably one more, and then he's kind of done for. But I don't know if he wants to stay at the Jets.
The thing is, I don't know that the Jets want him there anymore. That's really the question: is if he wants to stay another year, who will take him? Because I don't know that it's going to be the Jets.
Hmm. Yep, it does start at 7, so we'll we'll adjust to that and everything. So I should be fine. I'll try to be here a lot earlier to get this all figured out because technology is stupid sometimes. So it's just how it is. But yeah, I do think it would be hilarious if Aaron Rodgers did go to the Vikings just to finish out his career. It would be hilarious.
I mean,
But
that would throw
what
a
are we gonna
wrench already into the Vikings' plan. Like, they already have to choose between keeping Sam Darnold and or going to JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
And
I was just saying that more of as like a joking fashion. I'm not
it
actually
would- it
serious about
would-
that.
it would be funny. I don't see it being super plausible with how the Vikings are set up right now.
No, the Vikings setup right now is not accustomed for Aaron Rodgers to do anything because
We'll put
Aaron
these back.
Rodgers is he's wanting to be the starter, and if he doesn't get the starting position, he won't do anything. So, I mean, that's just how it is. But um, so there was a question floating around about at least the last couple weeks before this game was if they should start JJ when he's healthy next season, or do they stick with Sam Darnold? I think they should stick with Sam Darnold. I don't know why people are thinking that he should start right away, JJ. But
The issue with start with the issue with Darnold is you have to re-sign him,
yeah,
and
that's the other issue.
after this year, he's going to be looking for a bigger contract
Hmm.
because the way he just played. I mean, he's having a Baker like year. Baker did the same thing a year ago, and he got paid. So
Hmm.
if the Vikings want to keep Sam Darnold around, they're going to have to pay him and get him a big contract, which means you're planning to sit JJ McCarthy for a much longer period of time. But if you think
Hmm.
JJ McCarthy's your future, you probably want to move on from him. Or you probably need to move
Exactly.
on from Sam Darnold.
Or you need to move on from him at some point. But yeah, I I don't know. It would be good for Darnold to start or continue to go because of how well he's performed this year. A lot of people are speculating it's just because of Jefferson, Addison, and all the people who's been around him so far this year. However, I think he just turned a new leaf. I mean, he was starting to progress a little bit before the whole collapse was at Carolina and everything. He was just not given the right tools. His head coach was not helpful. The play calling was just not adjusting to his play style or the whole team in general. So it just happened to be he landed in probably the most perfect system he needed to do to flourish. So, and that just could be me talking my head off, but
I mean,
yeah.
he's. I mean, you have a point. I mean, it's just the case of going somewhere like the Jets and the Panthers have not been good at developing quarterbacks. They've not been putting players in the right quarterbacks in a position to succeed, and going to somewhere where quarterbacks have succeeded with a lot of weapons around them, where they can play well in Minnesota. And again, we saw the same thing with Baker, is going somewhere where you can thrive and develop, because even though they are still veterans, they when you go into a point like that, they're still pretty young and they were underdeveloped, but there's still room for them to develop.
Exactly.
So
So we shall see. I mean, it's a kind of a back and forth kind of thing. Yeah. Amber talking about her pick'ems just kind of made me look at mine and oof. 9-6 so far, but I mean,
nine and
I think it was
six,
kind of
huh?
hard for. I think it was kind of hard to catch up to a genuine Cats because right now he still has a 7 game lead on me, so nothing's changed. Interesting.
10-5.
Nice.
Ten
You
and
probably
five.
had I think you had the.
Second best.
Was yeah, second best. And you also had. I think there was a game that we both split on that kind of decided that. So
The AFC South ones.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
we split on that. I wish I picked the Panthers. I really wish, after how that game went, I'm like, I should have just done it,
Hmm.
but I didn't. What was the one we split on?
I don't remember. It was one of the South games, like you said. I
Well,
had the Texans winning, I think,
you had the Texans winning?
but I believe so.
I thought you had the. No, I think we flip flopped
Or
on that
no, no, no,
one.
no. You might be right. You might be right. Hold on.
Was it the?
Let
Did
me
you have
look at
this?
mine.
You had the Steelers winning. No, you had the Bengals winning.
I did have the. No,
Bengals.
no. I had the Bengals winning.
It must have been. Did you have the Chiefs winning? Was that what it was?
Yeah,
I had the Broncos
um,
winning.
that's probably what it was then. Yep. Everything we just kind of split. I won the games that you lost, and you won the games that I lost. So that's usually what happens. But man, half times are really long for some reason.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Do we want to try? Do you want to try and switch back to your other mic?
Oh, is this one not working?
Is it? Do you have it set up to that one or your computer mic?
It should be up to the microphone here, but I can double check real fast. Let me see. How's this?
I didn't hear it change. What is it set to?
It should be the Black Magic design, so
Okay,
I
it's
don't know why it's
probably
not
just
working.
because the mic isn't pointed at you. It's pointed like
Yeah,
down. If you.
this one doesn't. This one doesn't stay. I don't know why. I've tried to adjust it and everything. It just won't stay anymore. I can try messing with it a little bit. So if I hold it up like this, does it sound better?
Yeah, it sounds. I mean, it's a little loud,
Yeah, I mean I can turn it down as well.
but it does sound a good amount better. That's for sure.
That's good. That just that was loud. Sorry. My fault, friends. If you heard that.
Yeah, so when it's up, it's good. But
Oh, I think I fixed it. How's that?
good.
Okay. I I'm not gonna touch it because if I touched it, it's gonna break again.
Don't touch it. No touchy.
Oh, touchy.
No touchy. But yeah, I mean, if we want to talk like, that's just the last two things. Anything that is news, obviously, again, I slipped in there the fact that Tyreek Hill has made the claim that his time in Miami is done. Whether that
Yeah.
means he's wants to go somewhere else or if he's just done in general, because he has made the statement that he would like to retire after his
Yeah.
contract with Miami is done. So whether he still
Yeah.
wants to play and just wants to go somewhere else or whatever it is, who knows?
Yeah. Fanboy with the "I'm out, bruh." Yeah, I did see that. I think they also showed it here on the stream too. But, um, yeah, that's. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he went back to KC because that's just how the universe works, and that's just screw us, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Um, if he doesn't go to KC, I can definitely see him retiring because he already has a ring at the very least. Um, I don't know. Just doesn't seem like he could go anywhere else besides KC, really, because that's all he's known is Miami and KC. So,
Yeah, I mean, again, there's lots of places I think that would take him. It's
oh,
just kind of
definitely.
where he wants to go. As
Let's
we
see
have
who actually has to
kickoff
do it.
for the third quarter. And it's just going to be down for a touchback.
Yep. Someone will give him that bag because he wants money and he wants to play on a good team, and they want Tyreek Hill because he's definitely not in his prime anymore, but he is definitely still a really good, reliable um, quarterback. So, or not quarterback, receiver.
Absolutely. Still has a lot of value. He just needs to, if he wants to go somewhere else, he needs to just kind of pick where that is.
Indeed.
We got 1st and 10 from the 30. Vikings starting with it this half. Got a man in motion, and we're going to see a handoff. And cutting back inside, he's going to get about 2 yards. That was Akers on the carry.
On the carry.
So, Return of the King. Wilkins is here. Wilkins has missed you.
Wilkins.
We got Darnold dropping back. He looks, he's firing deep, and there was a miscommunication of some sort because there was nobody over there.
Nobody.
Nobody. I miss you every time I blink.
Hi, Wilkins. Been a minute.
In a minute.
This is what happens when I get busy in life.
Hi.
Hi, period. I think I might have betrayed him
It's giving
for not being around.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, 3rd and 8. Darnold in shotgun. He's going to drop back. He's scanning. He's got pressure. He's going to run. There was a really bad attempt at a tackle, but the pass is broken up. But we got Laundry. This is against Robertson, who's been covering Jefferson all night. He's done a pretty good job. I think allowing only, one catch?
I came back, Wilkins. Okay? I came back. I'm glad that Will kept you safe, so.
Illegal contact on Brian Branch was what that was what the call was. Interesting. Wasn't even on Amik Robertson.
No. Interesting.
Looks like just too much contact downfield. Another call that again doesn't. Seems like they're calling more this year is illegal contact on defenders. So that's interesting. But Brian Branch also selected to the Pro Bowl this year. I'm surprised he wasn't really last year, but 1st and 10, new set of downs from their own 37. Fakes the handoff. Darnold looking, firing, incomplete. Intended for Addison. Just underthrew it. Darnold is not having a good day.
No, he is not. That's why I'm like a little concerned for him if he's gonna keep this offense going right now, because I don't know, it's not looking pretty right now for them.
He had a really good day last week, but we got Aaron Jones trotting around without his helmet. That's not
Interesting.
really what you want to see.
No.
Playoff committee rankings come out. Huh? Well. Handoff, and Akers has got room way across the 50, the 45, 40. It's a foot race down to the 20, inside the 10, down to around the 5. Dragged down by Kirby Joseph, but he found a hole. Oh, I see. Found a hole right in the middle. There's a little cut back. Worked back out to the right, and just good track down tackle.
That hole was wider than my. Oh wow. Good on him for finding that hole in the middle.
Player, God. I don't know if that's my mic. Do I need to turn my mic down a little bit? I don't know if it's peaking at all.
If anything, it might be mine.
No, I thought mine peaked.
Just I almost said something very inappropriate on film. We're so back.
Instead, player said it in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, player can't be doing that. All right, 2nd and goal.
Am I going crazy? Or are there birds somewhere?
Birds?
What? You might be going crazy. I don't know what.
All right, 2nd and 5. Darnold rolling left. He's going to dump it off. That's to Jones, who's back in, and he's going to get all the way up to the 2. It's going to be 3rd and short. They're speaking to me. Are you chirping?
Bugs are in my skin. No.
That might be just some noises of the house noises. You know how houses be. Sometimes they just make noise.
Yeah. The creaking boards, the vents turning on and everything, or the ventilation does. I don't know.
All right.
Houses be chirping, bro.
3rd and goal from the 2. They're gonna fake the handoff. Looking, he's being chased, rolling out left. Darnold fires out of bounds. How's this doobie chirping? So we got 4th and goal from the 2. Do the Vikings go for it? They've already tried going for it once from basically this exact same spot in the first half.
They do. Yeah, they did. I don't know.
Go for it again? They've also kicked from around this area too.
I mean, I trust Aaron Jones.
They're looking to go for it.
You have a question once this play gets done.
I see it.
Hawkinson moves up. Protection. Darnold. Oh no.
Oh, he's a little bit.
Yeah, throw it away.
Oh, he can't throw it away. It's 4th and goal.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
How far behind am I?
You're actually a little bit ahead.
Okay, so I was.
You were ahead.
Fine.
You were a little bit ahead of me.
That's the fun part. I don't know if I'm ahead or behind Will right now, because he's the one who can probably accurately call this before I say anything.
Well, again, it depends on Discord lag. I can give a I can tell you what my timer looks like when we have a running clock. But Wilkins' question: who would I rather the Steelers start versus my Ravens in the first round, Russ or Fields? It's interesting because Fields hasn't started in a playoff game before, but I think he
You think he'll be
is
better?
I think Fields is the guy for them in the future. I think he provides a lot more upside. He still has some learning, which is why he sat this year. I mean, either way, I think Russ probably would probably do better, but also at the same time, I'm comfortable with Russ out there. I'm not super scared of Russ. Honestly, I'm scared of Mike Tomlin in the defense because I don't like playing them in their defense. But
You know how Tomlin is. He's a first round exit every single year,
better
especially the
be,
last five. Yeah,
better
I
be.
don't know. Steelers have been very disappointing this year. Was it five loss streak now or five
I think 4 game losing streak.
4 game losing streak? I can speak English.
Yeah,
All
but
right. If the Steelers win the Super Bowl, I swear they won't win the Super Bowl. If they do, I also feel the same, Wilkins, because they don't deserve it, especially after how bad they've been recently. George Pickens has also not been good recently. What was it? 6
3 drops.
targets.
I
Yeah,
think it was
three
3 drops
drops, six
yesterday.
targets. When the schedule came out this year, it was pretty obvious that they would have a good start and a terrible ending for the Steelers. Yeah, that's that's what I've been saying all year is that I hadn't trust the Steelers offense whatsoever this entire year. Like whenever they play bad teams, they were still kind of miserable to watch sometimes. I was like, this is not something that, I'm confident that they're going to do something. And here we are at the very end of the regular season where I do not trust that offense whatsoever still. So, I don't know. They can be so much better, but they underachieve like crazy.
All right,
Hey, ain't nothing wrong being miserable while playing bad
got
teams.
some rush, and Goff is gonna fire deep from his own end zone, and he's gonna be picked off. Just threw up
Oh,
a prayer on the first play to Jamison Williams, and he's picked off around midfield.
huh.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, Chief.
It was an arm punt, but why on first down? Harrison Smith.
Garrett and Goff. Oh my gosh. That's frustrating.
That was weird. That was weird. Oh, speaking of, Wilkins, how do you feel after your Bills lost to the Patriots?
They were arresting their starters well.
I'm
I
aware.
know you know that, but it's weird. I kind of want the Vikings to win this one. I mean, if the Vikings win this one, it makes sense. Like I can see why they do win, but also if the Lions win this one, they can rest a week, hopefully get some of their
All
players
right.
back, and
Hand
then
off to Jones.
divisional.
Jones has got some room, and he's going to get
Oh,
about 8 yards. Lamar come out about 7. I'll bring up second and short still. Yeah, That's what I was asking.
mm-hmm.
Was for the because they lost the
Oh
number 1 draft
yeah,
pick. Although if I'm the
what kind of
Patriots, I
injury on the
don't
field?
really care. Oh,
I think it's one of the defenders. I think.
that's another lion down.
Yeah. Plus, we got Cook over 1,000 rushing yards and a ton of our guys with their money incentives. Yep. Yeah. James Cook has been really good. Long may Allen reign. Who cares about incentives as a fan, Lamau? I mean, to be completely fair, I I understand the goal to get the money and everything, but like that can't be the only motivation, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. If you're a fan of the team, you want the players to get their bags. So it makes sense.
I mean, that's about all they had to play for. That and like maybe some momentum, but you were mostly sitting your starters. So
Yeah,
all you're
there
really
wasn't much to go off of there.
you're really just playing to get the they had nothing else really to play for. Patriots
No.
again. People talking about how the Patriots blew get the number 1 overall pick. The Patriots didn't really need the number 1 overall pick, and I think it's better that they just feel good about what they have, and I think they get more of that from that win rather than what they got.
The boys that the boys that were dark horses like Mac Hollins getting some bonuses. He earned it this season. Yeah, Mac Hollins has been doing pretty decent this season from what I've heard. And the Bears were playing for their Super Bowl. Oh my gosh, finally. The Bears finally beat the Packers. It only took them since 2018 to do it. Bro, I could not be a Bears fan. I don't know how those people deal with that.
I don't know. I don't know. I live here and I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Do you see them all the time?
Yeah, I have some close friends that are Bears fans.
I'm glad Bears, once that we don't have to hear about the NFC North, have 3 teams with 12 wins and against their second string. Yeah, I'm glad about that too. The Bears finally beat them, and we don't have to listen to about Jordan Love against the second string. I mean, a win's a win, though. They finally
Uh,
snapped it, and it also gave Caleb Williams some momentum too, especially with his motivation. If the Pats would hire Vrabel to be head coach,
I
I'm
should
officially
be
mildly nervous. See, the thing is that as much as I like Mike Vrabel, I don't know how well he'll do with Drake May. I don't know because Mike Vrabel hasn't really had a quarterback that agile and that strong of an arm before.
Nice.
So
Oh, that was Terrion Arnold on the injury. Yeah, he's not. He
oh,
does not look good. Um, I mean, true, but also that's partially because Vrabel only really had Ryan Tannehill. The Jets hired
if the Jets
Vrabel. Oh, we got to dump off to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones has a little bit of a lane. He's up to the 37.
mm-hmm. Good,
Oh,
good.
and for you to see where I'm at, I'll count off the clock as I'm at 11:14, 11:13, 11:12, 11:11, 11:10, 11:09, 11:08.
Okay. I will be a couple seconds behind, but that's better than nothing. Um,
Stupid logic. What stupid logic?
if Vrabel goes to the Pats and or Jets hire Vrabel, I mean
Because they're the Jets, I see.
the Jets are cursed.
Darnold drops back. He's getting a lot of pressure, and he threw a pick. Was that caught? No, it was not.
No, he dropped that.
He threw. It was
Yes, disc.
thrown
He was
away to
close.
Smith.
He was close. Pats aren't actually a model franchise outside of the Brady years. That's true. The Jets might genuinely be cursed, bro. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Jets.
I'm gonna call
They're,
that
they're
intentional grounding. Oh,
well, they got penalized for it because there wasn't a receiver in the area, so it makes sense. But yeah, I do believe that the Jets are cursed 100%, but their QB means business. Yeah, I don't know.
oh, he was.
The
I
Jets,
mean, he was out of the tackle box,
he was.
which is
Hmm.
interesting.
Hmm. Yeah, he was
Huh.
close to getting that picked off, but unfortunately, he was not quick enough to get that.
So you're gonna
Or
have
oh, he jumped a little soon. Yeah.
2nd and 23.
Oof.
Long way to go at midfield.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
Darnold surveying lines, looking like they might bring pressure.
Oh.
Watching, they bring a little bit of pressure. Darnold looking, he's gonna fire. He's gonna have Justin Jefferson. His defender fell down, and he's got room, and he's gonna make up a lot of that ground that they lost on that intentional grounding.
I think from a Bills fan, the most entertainment that would be the Jets hiring Rex Ryan and the Pats getting Vrabel, and let's keep the Dolphins exactly where they are. Honestly, Rex Ryan going to the Jets would not be surprising because I know he's said something about coming back, but let's see what they want to do. And the Colts should be in the AFC East, and the Dolphins should be in the AFC South, anyways.
Don't
Yeah,
talk geography with me. Darnold drops back. He fires. Oh, and dropped by Jefferson. In and out of the
oh,
hands. So they're in field
the
goal
people,
range.
the people of Gotham, my cat, need me. Farewell, my boys.
I have not shown Josiah or the stream what I got So I did a Secret Santa. Oh dear, not the drink already.
No, not again.
Bye. Oh, bye. What? Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
You don't
bye.
need to be. You don't have to be
Field
that
goal
mean.
is up and good. He said bye. Oh, it
Yay!
said
Another one point
bye.
game.
I'm confused. So
You just said it in all caps, so that's why I was like, oh, okay.
I said
I didn't
bye.
know if that was me anything.
Um,
Bye.
but yeah, Jason and a group of my friends did a Secret Santa, and you know what? I got commercial break. I'll go grab it and show what Jason got me for Secret Santa.
Okay. Okay. My screen on the live stream will be delayed, but if you have Discord open, then I can see that. Yeah, just you and me. Yeah, I assumed he's not there because I don't hear him anymore. But yeah, I don't know. NFL's been pretty entertaining today. I got to see a bunch of things happen that I thought were really good. So it was refreshing to finally see the Bears win, even though it was against the Packers' second strings. On the Saturday games, I got to see the Ravens and Browns game. Just complete domination from the Ravens for the most part, and a big guy interception. That was fun to see.
My boy Michael Pierce.
Michael Pierce, yeah, with his quote on the bus was out of gas. That was funny. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna watch the Steelers and Bengals, but I watched like the first quarter, I think, of it, but I didn't get to see the end of it because I was busy with stuff. Um, but yeah, I did see that because I wanted to watch football, and it was something to watch. It was something. I don't know what it was. I think Will can attest to the fact that it was something.
It was so
The
glorious for
Bahamas
me.
Bowl. Bahamas Bowl. That was the. Oh, help me.
I don't know.
It was the Buffalo Liberty Bowl game.
All right.
Yeah, didn't Buffalo snap their like bowl loss streak or whatever it was?
I'm not sure.
They snapped something. But I'm glad that Buffalo, the college, is doing well. Is
All right. You ready?
is there? Yep, I'm good.
You ready to see this?
Yes, let me see it. Do you have your camera on Discord open? Because the live stream
Oh, yeah.
feedback off. I won't be able to see it. Turn it on.
Let me.
Oh, I can see it on your stream. Yeah. Hold on.
Oop.
Let me zoom it in a little bit. I can see it. What? Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
That is very cool. Is that signed too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's
Should be
pretty cool.
dope. That's gonna be going up. My apartment.
As it should. As it should.
Yeah, it's gonna be going up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but bowl game wise, I know this is not a college football channel, but yeah, the Bahama Bowl was good. I'm glad Buffalo, the college, won. Love the NFL shot for that one. Everything I love. Oh wow! If I would have known that, I would have gotten something.
Very nice. Very nice.
We got a kickoff. Looks like they'll just take a knee. So,
Yeah.
I don't know how behind I am now.
Just a little bit. Again, it's hard to tell with Discord delay, but
Yeah.
we got the
Discord
Lions
alerts.
lining up. So 9.5 left to go in the third. 2nd and 1 actually. I missed a play. Hand off, and he's trying to find a way, and he gets pushed forward for the first down. Just barely. Pernay Sewell on the push. There's Gibbs on the run. So that's going to give him a new set of downs.
What's the clock for you?
Oh, they just snapped it, fired out quick to, is it Laporta, getting about 5, as we're down to 853, 852, 851, 850. Oh, never mind,
Oh
it
wow,
stopped at
my
851.
my live stream is way behind. What the heck?
As we have an injured Viking.
I'm at 853 now. I think I fixed it. We shall see. But yes, college football. I'm very disappointed, and I probably will not watch the rest of it. But I have a team who I want to win, though.
I'm
Mostly
assuming you're
because I don't.
talking playoffs.
Yeah, I'm talking about playoffs. I do not like any of those teams that are currently in the four spots for the championship right now. So
Who are we rooting for? Penn State?
I would rather have Penn State than Texas, Ohio State, or Notre Dame.
True. Very true. All right.
I
Second
mean, I'm
and
probably.
3.
Oh,
Handoff. Gibbs got enough room for a first. Gets stopped right at the marker.
I probably will be watching the semifinals, NFL fanboy. It's just I don't like any of those teams except Penn State. Yeah, I'm sorry. Will, forgive me.
I'm just calling plays, man. Don't worry about me.
I was yapping up a storm over here, and then you were calling plays.
Don't worry about me. Just calling plays. Don't worry. Just doing my job. All right. First and 10 from just across midfield. Goff fakes the handoff, dumps it off short, and that gets blown up. That's Murphy on the tackle for loss. I believe that was completed to Jameson Williams, but he's going to lose 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to create a little bit of trickery. It's not really. Vikings not
It's
falling
not really
for
working as well as I thought. But
it. Defense is holding strong.
I just realized, Will,
What?
we don't have the little bubble things coming up on OBS anymore.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't use Mac. Goff.
Right?
Ooh. Laundry. Laundry.
I'm assuming on the offensive line.
False start. Offense.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Second down.
Tisk.
Taylor
You
Decker.
should know better. Oh, Decker. Oh, no.
Lions with, we have 8 total accepted penalties. Not too bad.
Is that it?
Halfway through the third. So we're going to have second and 19, though.
Okay.
Long. Vikings showing pressure. They drop out of it, though. Goff fires, and you got a wide open receiver. Good for probably about 15. It's Laporta.
Yay, go Laporta.
Took a bit of
I
a
definitely,
hit.
yeah. I definitely lost the championship game I'm in, but it's good to see Laporta go crazy.
I believe I should win. So, yippee.
Yippee! Yeah, for the
Yippee.
first time in all of fantasy football that I have played for the last few years, I have now not been able to win a championship in one league.
Oop, got fires, and he's got a first down.
Ooh, there you go.
Up to about the 28-yard line. So, second and 23 is no issue, apparently. Or not second and 23, second and 19.
Yes.
There's no issue as they get that pretty easily. So you're going to have first and 10. Fires, and he's got it complete to Williams. He's going to get about 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
His Lions are continuing to move down the field, keeping the ball rolling.
Van Geekel with 11.5 sacks. It's pretty impressive. So
got
that Vikings defense is showing up.
Vikings playing off a little bit. Lions playing bunch, and they're going to hand it off, and they're going to have some room, and they're going to get what looks like another first down on that run. Let's see where they mark him. Looks like they're marking him half a yard short, maybe a full yard short.
Mm-hmm. Hey, JJ. But yeah,
JJ.
I don't know. So they're in inches now.
3rd and inches. So long inches, basically a yard.
Yeah. Let's see here. They're discussing something.
It looks like they will be discussing probably ball placement.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they just given the first down.
All right.
I think I'm ahead of you now.
You are probably ahead of me.
That's fun. Yeah, let me see the replay here. I don't know.
He might
That's a
be.
bad angle. It was a pretty interesting angle to view it at, but
He looks like he might have been on some guys, which would be enough to move him forward. All right. Heavy set again. Detroit's going to hand off again to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to work right this time for 4. And bring up 2nd and 6-ish.
Yep.
Kind of been dinking and dunking.
7.
Just haven't really.
Yeah. And they have Blake Cashman with 104 tackles, 8 tackles for loss. Pretty impressive there. Yeah, that Vikings D line has been pretty impressive so far. Let's see here.
Got a man running. They're gonna run it. Oh, fake the toss out left. Throws it right. They need about 3 more yards. That was to St. Brown.
Yeah, just a little bit fanboy. It's okay. We've been used to this.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, and it's also what is it? What is it? The night before school starts here in Nebraska. So I imagine not a whole lot of people are tuning in, and I assume it's kind of similar for everywhere else. So.
All right. Heavier set again. Stacking the box a little bit. They're going to hand off again to Gibbs. Gibbs trying to fight for the yardage. He's not going to get it this time. They're going to be short. 4th and 1.5.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure TV ratings will come out this morning and prove that your point wrong. Wow. Yeah.
In the morning, yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of people that will that are watching this.
I meant in the sense that people would think to not tune into a live stream than anything else. But yeah.
All right, 4th and 1. I don't know why they're saying 2. It's more like 4th and 1. They're going for it again, though, and he's got a wide open touchdown to Jahmyr Gibbs.
Well, that didn't take long.
He was unguarded in the middle of the field. Tried to bring in a blitz.
All right, let me see this.
Brought up blitz in the middle of the field, and that just left the middle row wide open.
Mm-hmm. Will, NFL fanboy is peeing for the D.
Oh,
even though
no.
the D was let down.
Doink. No. That would have been funny.
You thought it was a doink?
Because he peed for the D.
Oh.
Peed for the D, instantly doinks it.
That would have been funny.
That would have been funny.
So, yeah. It's been pretty interesting game for the most part. It's been mostly field goals up until this point. Field goals in the sense that, yeah, not much happening.
We got 4 field goals, so.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the Rams will make an appearance for the Super Bowl? Probably not, unfortunately. They are not what they once were in 2021. If they had that same core, That would be a huge maybe, especially on the age part. Um, they could definitely play spoiler. If they can get past the wild card, they probably can if they really try. But it's probably not going to happen.
No, I don't think so. They still have a lot of issues. Again, mostly just not being able to play complete football. They've had some.
Yeah.
They've had some. Play. They've had like different parts of their team play well, but it's never been as a collective unit.
Hmm.
I mean, today we saw not really much defense going up against the Seahawks team that has struggled on offense,
Yep,
and
that's
so
true.
it's been either the defense or the offense. Even making it past the first round is going to be rough because you're going up against the Lions or the Vikings.
Hmm.
But even if you get through the first round, most likely looking at probably playing like the either the winner of this game or maybe the Eagles.
Probably. Eagles are really good, and they're probably not going to collapse first round like they did last year. So they're better prepared this time.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, anything can happen. We've seen some weird stuff happen.
we have.
So they're literally anybody in the playoffs has a shot, even though it's slim to none. Like I don't think the Broncos are going to go anywhere, but it'd be really cool if they did, or at least get one win in the bag. But that would be unfortunate because if okay, are the Broncos the 6th seed or the 7th seed? Because I know the
Seven.
Chargers locked up 7. Okay, just making sure they didn't flip with the Chargers or something.
Well,
Um,
they would have flipped with the Steelers, but the Steelers won that
Steelers,
game. So
Steelers, yeah, Steelers, not the Steelers. Okay, so they're the 7th seed. They're probably going to be playing the Bills, obviously,
they're playing the Bills. Yeah,
um, and the Bills, and then if the Broncos can beat the Bills in Buffalo, I don't know what the Broncos are going to do in the playoffs.
I don't know. I
That'd
think
be very
it's
surprising if they did.
well, they'd have to if they manage that, they'll have to go through the Bills, then the Chiefs, and then whoever stands left after that. So
Yeah,
they're gonna have a
true.
fun path. But right, 1st and 10. Darnold's gonna toss out to Jones. He's gonna get about 3 on the first play of the drive.
Okay.
Starting from their own 30 off of a touchback. So tackled by Jack Campbell, not James
Jack,
Campbell.
Jack Campbell.
Jack Campbell on the tackle. Darnold's going to drop back on 2nd down. He's going
Ooh,
to roll right. He's got some pressure. He's going to fire to wide open. Oh, is that Naylor? And he stumbles out of
Taylor, yeah.
bounds. More laundry. Yeah, he found the
Yay.
man wide open, but the
Didn't
Vikings
happen.
offense just keeps getting in their own way.
Hmm.
Missed throws, uh,
All
like
starts,
false
holdings.
starts. Like right there, you have plenty of real estate to work with. Holding on the defense, so that's going to help. They're
Hmm.
going to decline. But, I mean, he had Green in front of him, and he stumbled over his feet and ended
Yeah.
up going out of bounds.
I don't know if you saw this, but apparently some teams are interested in Kevin O'Connell, the head coach for the Vikings,
Yeah, I'm
for
sure
some
they
reason.
are. He's probably not going anywhere,
I
though.
mean, yeah, I was about to say that he's not going anywhere, but for some reason people are like wanting to trade for him, like they did with Sean Payton.
That would be interesting. That would be very interesting to see. I'd
I don't
be
know if that's gonna
curious.
happen though.
No, we've not seen something like that in a long time.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Darnold on 2nd and 7, dropping back. He's going to dump it off short. That's to Oliver. Oliver tries keeping his feet, but he is unable to, and he's only going to get a 3. Predictions. Jeez, I don't know. Nance and Romo, probably between Houston and Buffalo. Nance and Romo probably to Buffalo. That'd be my guess. Uh,
Yeah, that makes sense because Romo likes his Josh Allen hype.
he do, he do, he
He
do.
knows. He
Plus,
do like.
I think that game might be more interesting than the Texans game. Darnold on 3rd and 4,
Yeah.
looking. He's gonna fire. Oh dear, I'm surprised. I don't know what happened. It looks like there was a tangle up, and I'm kind of surprised there wasn't a flag there.
Yeah. Yeah, Hawkinson's been looking for that. Romo isn't the one that makes the decision, but I agree. Yeah.
I know it's not like expected to be. I mean, he gets his hand on his arm.
I
He
don't.
he hits one of his arms.
But that's not. I don't know.
I think it impedes his ability to get one arm up. So I'm surprised that's not a penalty.
Yeah, I am too. Especially with how refs have been calling this year.
Yeah.
So let's see.
But yeah, you're right. It's not. It's. I know it's not Romo's decision, but I still feel like that would be the best game for him to call.
Yeah, especially with how much he likes talking about Josh Allen, Mahomes, and Burrow.
All right, field goal is up, and that's no good.
Oh my gosh.
Offense just keeps shooting themselves in the foot, and
What
they're
is going on? Well, when Vikings have something to play for, when something's on the line, this is what happens. It's every year. I know a couple of my friends are a little
they
frustrated.
do this every year.
This game is pretty disappointing, to be honest. Yeah, I thought it'd be more high scoring, especially with Detroit's defense being kind of hurt. But I did not want this to be a field goal shootout. I agree. This is not
I
that.
I just thought
It's entertaining. It's just not to the degree that we thought.
I expected
We
Darnold
thought,
to come out and play. Oh, quick turnaround. All right,
oh boy,
Goff fakes the handoff. He's gonna dump it off to Gibbs. Gibbs has got room. He's across midfield up to the 45.
nice.
So they're already in Minnesota territory. Yeah,
Doesn't
Minnesota
take
just
very long.
Darnold's not the offense for Minnesota just not getting things going.
They're not awake or something. I don't know what's going on over that outside.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But that
I
will
don't know.
end the 3rd quarter as we go on to the 4th.
The final one for the number one. But yeah, let's see here. What else can we talk about? Oh yeah. I know we talked a bit about it a little bit earlier with George Pickens only getting
One catch?
was it one catch, 0 yards, 3 drops, and 6 targets, I believe.
Something like that.
But he was also fighting with a fan at some point. Not physical, but like
He was verbally he was in a little
Pat Fryermuth had to hold him back or something.
he was getting into it with a fan.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, but I didn't know how true that was because I know I heard stuff, but I didn't think it was that bad.
No, I think the
I
thing
don't
that
know.
was he did that and then continued to go out and drop more balls, and I was like, "Oy." he I mean, he's exactly what people said when he was in the draft. Is he's a talented guy, but he has a lot of attitude issues, and that's why a lot of teams passed on him, and that's what makes him so concerning. And that's what a lot of his issues have been, is he's not been able to get his attitude stuff in check. I think he has effort issues, lack of concentration, and he can be a number one receiver, but he just can't get out of his own way. And so for that reason, that leaves the Steelers kind of without a number one receiver. They got some talented
So
guys, but
not as talented, but basically Antonio Brown.
Honestly, if he could get out of his own way, he could be as good as Antonio Brown. The issue is
I
Antonio
don't think
Brown.
I don't think he is, but he can definitely be a really good number one receiver.
He could be.
Antonio Brown in his prime was something else though. You
He was
like
very good.
I don't think you can duplicate that.
I think the issue is George Pickens has had that attitude issue since he got into the league. Antonio Brown, it didn't really pick up until like
Until
around when he left Pittsburgh. It was like later.
No, it was way before Pittsburgh.
He
Or before he
wasn't
left Pittsburgh.
he wasn't as bad. It wasn't bad enough to where it would affect his play. I mean, he was a problem off the field still, but
Nah, he was flipping over containers of Gatorade and everything too. He was having tantrums on the sideline. I saw a whole.
oh,
There's a YouTuber that I
fakes
follow,
the
and I saw a
handoff,
whole
dumps
documentary on
off,
that.
and we got Laporta putting on a spin move, getting the first down.
Ooh, there you
Uh,
go.
no,
But
I
yeah,
mean, again, he was an issue off the field. He was like a lot, but he wasn't letting his play dip because of his attitude issues. Is the
oh,
thing.
you're saying it didn't affect the on-field production? Okay,
Yeah, which is the issue George
okay,
Pickens has had. Not
yeah.
at least while he was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, oh my goodness. I thought that was intercepted. Van
Oh my
Ginkel
gosh,
jumped a screen pass, and he about had a house call there, but he dropped it. It happened so fast.
bro.
He played that perfectly.
Oh,
Just
it was
couldn't.
almost a one-hander too.
That's like,
Van Dinkel.
uh, that was like a 999 IQ play. He hid behind the offensive lineman and then jumped it at the last second. That was, if only he could have caught that. But instead they keep the ball, dump it off to, is that, can't tell.
I can't tell either.
Is that St.
What's the
Brown?
number? It might be
Looked
St.
like St.
Brown.
Brown.
Turn around. Yeah, it's St.
Um,
Brown.
Gets a completion for about 9 yards.
Yeah, but Lions are kind of looking to put this game away. I mean, the Vikings are not doing all that much to keep them at bay unless they can get a good stop here, make them lose a couple yards. But
Yeah,
pressure comes though.
I mean, you're hoping to come out of here with no points because the way the Vikings offense is played. But they're just Lions are starting to roll as they got a completion up to the 15. Jameson Williams. It's just not. It's getting a little rough for the Vikings. The defense is trying to do as much as they can, but the
Yeah,
offense just has not gotten anything going.
no, none whatsoever, none whatsoever. Um, I don't know. Let's see here.
All right.
Oh,
1st and 10 from the
oh,
13. We're going to have a handoff. It looks like maybe some space, and that's going to be a Gibbs touchdown.
I saw the touchdown a few seconds before you. I was trying not to
I
spoil anything.
figured. So they're going to go
Yep.
up, well, pending the extra point, potentially 24-9.
Yeah.
And this one might not get so pretty. Again,
Nope.
I really don't know what's up with the Vikings offense. This is not really the time to crumble, but
You know how they are. They crumble at the last minute. It's been like that for them for years. And it sucks because I want the Vikings to be like contenders for the Super Bowl. But if they keep doing this and getting in their own way, it's kind of hard to cheer them on.
well, extra point is up and good. So they continue to put up points.
Hmm.
Vikings are going to need some. I mean, they can't even. Let's even this out. They can't even settle for a 3 again. Like, they need a touchdown on this next drive.
Yes.
Otherwise, this game is
Very.
game's not going to be any fun to watch.
No. But
It might go down
yeah,
as the most boring of the Sunday night game.
I-
Well, I
not
guess
as boring.
not as boring as the Ravens game
Yeah. There were some games
or the
this year
Broncos
where
game.
they were just pretty bad. I don't know what it was, but for some reason, it was always the afternoon slate of NFL games have been like the best games, and Sunday night has just been relegated to like I don't know what you even call it, the the games that you don't really want to watch, but they are
Dumpster
good. I
fire.
don't know. Dumpster fire, I guess, is the better way to put it. But
It was the games that didn't matter this week that were actually like interesting.
that were
The Seahawks
entertaining.
Rams one came down to the
Yeah,
wire. Dolphins Jets had some fireworks. Um,
I don't know how one does that. Nap time.
Nap time, indeed. What was another? Bears Packers, Commanders Cowboys came down to a Marcus Mariota last second
It
drive.
did. Yes, it did.
Um, what was another one? I'm thinking. I've been
He's
thinking.
thinking, guys.
What was the other one? The Bills Patriots one was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Like I've, ah, but the ones that mattered, the uh, I guess Steelers Bengals was that one was interesting. That one was a solid.
Yeah, the Steelers Bengals one came down to what, 2 point difference? Was it 19-17 was the final score?
Yeah, I think is what it
Okay.
was, something like that.
Yeah. What are they looking at
Uh
here?
oh, someone. Oh, they're looking
Another
back at the
Lions
Terran.
player?
It's the same one from before, Terran
Oh, it's the
Arnold.
same one from there. Okay. I was gonna say, hopefully it's not
Questionable
another one.
foot. Interesting.
Well, it's better than being out, I guess.
O'Connor suffered a calf injury. He will not return.
Hey, look, it's Teddy Bridgewater.
Where? What?
He was on the bench next to Goff. I might be ahead of you.
Maybe even behind. I don't know. I saw golf.
Yeah,
I
Bridgewater
just
was
didn't see
sitting next to
Bridgewater.
him.
I didn't
He
see.
was sitting next to him.
All right.
But
13
here we go.
minutes. Can we make this game interesting? Kickoff is
Probably.
away.
Hopefully. Please and thank you.
And that's going to be down for a touchback.
Touchback. We love it.
So, Vikings have been able to get stuff going. They have a few big plays on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's the pass game that hasn't really been working for them.
Yeah, which is very surprising. And the thing is that Detroit still has their good corners and safeties for the most part. I mean, you got Kirby Joseph. You still got a bunch of those guys in the backfield. So, oh hey
Oh,
Wilkins and
Is he?
Drink.
Oh no.
Oh no, has he been sitting here this entire time waiting for us to?
Oh, Cam Akers is cutting it back. He's gonna get
Oh,
2 yards.
forward progress. I don't know what we said.
I don't know either. Yeah, Vikings. I don't know what it is. It doesn't. Pass game isn't working as well. Darnold is having issues.
Just saw the
Play
starting
calling
offense.
currently not looking great as they dump it off for. So Akers again. He gets about
I
2.
think so. Yeah. Wilkins just trolling us right now.
Ah, I see. Well, good night, Wilkins.
Yeah, I mean the game's about to be finished in about 12 minutes left of game clock, but that's probably about another half an hour of regular clock, just depending on how things. Good night, grandson's friend.
Yeah, it do be interesting. Well, maybe. We'll see. Darnold alone in shotgun, 3rd and 5. Is scanning. Is rolling out right. Trying to make something. Throws it away. And we got Laundry. And that might be a holding in
Oh,
the secondary.
uh-oh.
Potentially against Anzalone, who looked like he was
Yeah.
not
As the
happy with
one
the
who was
call.
throwing his hands up like he did something wrong or didn't do
Uh,
anything wrong. Holding. Yeah.
Holding, yep, on Anzalone. Committed against TJ Hawkinson.
Let's see how bad this is.
It does look like he grabs.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Yeah, just A little too much holding.
Oh my goodness, and we have another Lions player who's injured.
There's a little lineman, number 91. Jeez, Lions cannot catch a break whatsoever. If they go all the way to the Super Bowl and win it, they're going to be playing a bunch of third stringers and fourth stringers at this point, if they aren't already.
Yeah, I mean they got what they came into this game, I believe, with 16 injured players. They have that's the third player injured today. I think all the issue is they're almost all on the defense.
Yeah, which is very interesting because, like,
On Zurike.
yeah, all
So
career highs. Oh, so he's just started too. He hasn't done much, but he's done stuff.
all
Um,
right, so we
yeah.
got Minnesota coming in, dumping it off to Akers. He's gonna get a yard, maybe a yard. We see.
Interesting.
So bring up second down. Vikings they need to get something going. It's a 2-score game. It's very manageable, but the issue
You
isn't.
need, there has to be some sort of production going on in the passing game. Like they can't just constantly rely on dump offs and rushing.
Yeah, it's not as much an issue of time or necessarily the score because both can be handled. Like the
Yeah,
issue is the fact that you have no momentum going right now. As we
exactly.
got
Like
dropping back, he's firing, and he's got another incompletion intended for Hawkinson.
oh my gosh. I'll
What
just
is?
pop that. Okay.
What are his numbers looking like? He
Sam
cannot be.
Darnold?
Yeah, it cannot be good.
No, it's probably not good. See, the thing is that I can't tell if it's Darnold or the receivers that can't connect.
I mean, some of it's not
Okay,
his
that's just good.
inability to
That's just good
connect,
defense.
but
That's just good
also
defense.
he's missed quite a few,
Yeah.
and like forcing it into bad situations. He's just not playing as well, which is disappointing after the performance he had last week. Clock running down. Darnold takes the snap, and he's gonna get sacked.
Oh my gosh.
That's just a collective team sack. I believe it was credit goes to Al-Qadim Mohammed, I believe is who that
Mm.
was.
Ian Hutchinson hyping his guys up on the sideline. Yeah, Hawkins is playing well. Oh yeah, broke right through that line. Yep.
So Vikings are going to come out and punt. This is just more of the same. I mean, I wonder how much the
Same old, same old.
Vikings, like I know the Vikings want to win this and they want the 1 seed, but like also they're in the playoff. You're playing the Rams, so maybe you feel okay about that.
Yeah. Oh, he tried to jump over. It's funny.
You went for a hurdle.
Uh,
So
but yeah,
Lions will take over. It's not.
I was promised an entertaining game. Like I thought it was going to be down at the wire, but here we are with the Vikings shooting themselves in the foot on offense. Their defense is fine. It's the offense that can't respond at all.
No primetime offense. No prime.
Mm-mm.
It's just like so many of these teams just are not playing well in prime time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's frustrating because I know they can be good. It's just they are not good today.
Oh.
But any other news that you've been hearing throughout the NFL while we just kind of sit here for commercial?
I did want to mention or talk about it because I know you mentioned it. Again, the Gerard Mayo firing, I just thought was surprising, literally only for the reason that Mayo his team actually looked pretty solid. Showed a lot of potential going forward, kind of like how Dan Campbell looked his first year, where it's like, seeing some promise, and you like feel like you might actually have something going forward. Meanwhile, if you're looking at like first year head coaches, Callahan did not play well. Like his team looked bad. His team was
It was
bad,
it was
bad.
bad. Yeah.
And I'm surprised that it was Mayo and not Callahan, because Callahan is like, Will Levis looked horrible, and
Yes,
you
he
got
looked awful. I there was no confidence in his eyes.
and you bring in Callahan, who was the offensive coordinator for Cincinnati. You expect him to come in and your quarterback looks better, your offense looks better, but your offense was a laughing stock this year. Your team looked horrible,
Mm-hmm.
and you finished with a worse record than the Patriots. And there's some speculation that it might be because the Patriots forfeited the number one overall pick versus the Titans getting the number one overall pick is what lost the job for Mayo. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
if that's really why you're firing him, that's not really a good look.
Yeah, because I'm considering how the draft will work now because I
And
know was it
oh, Gibbs has got room. Or is this? Is it Gibbs? He's got room.
Gibbs or did be.
Oh, ball comes out late, but I think he was down. I think they could recovered anyways, but
Yeah.
holy, that was a big run.
Yeah.
Yeah, defense is just they're
I
gonna start getting gashed because they don't got much left. Offense has put them in such a shitty position.
it's so I don't know. And we were talking about
This Gibbs
draft picks and everything because who who's the first five? It's Titans, Browns,
Giants
Giant. Oh, so Patriots won't even get them.
get what?
So that was my question was like, where's Travis Hunter gonna go?
That again, that's gonna be a thing to look at, and also we have to see free agency. So we got another handoff to Gibbs. He's gonna get a yard. So yeah, it's Titans, Browns, Giants. Then I believe it's Patriots, unless it's Raiders.
Yeah.
I know the top three,
Well,
but again, the
Raiders lost today, right?
Raiders did lose today. The question is really, when you look at those draft spots, those top three, all of them could use a quarterback. But who
Yeah,
actually is going to, and who's going to settle for one in free agency?
exactly.
So
And
that'll be
that's what I'm wondering
we
because
got
I know.
handoff. Ooh, Gibbs has got more room. He's working up,
Yep.
and that run game is now it's just working. They're inside the 20,
Yep.
inside the 15 actually.
Yeah. This game's probably gonna be put away very fast.
Yeah, it's just about done. It was the Vikings offense not doing anything. The defense is just going to be gassed because they played well early on, but the offense's inability to keep them in this game. I told you, like I said, they needed a score on that last drive and they didn't get it. So now down 15, no momentum, and your defense is probably going to let up more points. This game is looking very out of reach.
Yeah.
As we got another run for another 4 or 5 yards.
Well, I guess while this kind of winds down and everything, we're kind of looking over at all this commotion, everything going on this game. Lions with some more injuries. Hopefully, they're not out indefinitely because they're going to need all the help they can get. Vikings, I would be a little bit concerned going to the playoffs, especially going against the Rams right now. The Rams defense, while not like a powerhouse, they're not bad.
They're
I'd be a
young.
little concerned.
As we got
So,
a fakes the handoff, rolling right. Goff is looking, and he's just gonna take the loss. He's gonna lose about 4 yards.
hmm,
I'll bring
yeah,
up
looks
third down.
about five. But yeah, I don't know. It's a little concerning for the Vikings right now. Detroit and Minnesota are not looking too optimistic going into the next game because of injuries and playing level right now because it's not looking all that great.
Well, the
But
thing for the Vikings is, I mean, they've played well most of the year, and I mean,
yeah,
2 of their 3 losses are the Lions.
this is
So
true.
as we got Goff dropping back. He's gonna fire. He's got a completion, but they're gonna be short. And if I know it's not his speed, but if I'm Dan Campbell, this might be a good spot to kick a field goal.
Uh-huh.
I know it's not his thing.
It's not his thing, but maybe if we can
I
ask nicely.
I think it'd be smart, but he's so aggressive. Yeah, the offense is still out there. He's so aggressive that it's either way. It turns into a 3-score game if he kicks the field goal. But
Mm-hmm. I don't. Well, how much is Campbell like not controlling, but like input on the defense?
on the defense, oh, they got
Yeah.
a false start or an offsides,
Oh.
neutral zone infraction.
Oh. There you
That's
go.
not good.
Vikings are continuing to shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, it's gonna bleed over to the defense. I mean, they've been doing everything.
Yeah.
Yep, that's gonna be a first down.
Just took up this log.
So they're just gonna be able to burn more clock.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, again, Vikings. I think a team like the Rams, I think they could handle.
Mhm.
It's more. It's more the path that they have to be concerned about because you're gonna have to play in Detroit. If you keep winning, you're gonna have to play in Detroit. That's just gonna be the case. Um,
Oh my gosh, they got 3 of those guys offsides.
yeah, I don't think you should be too concerned about the Rams. Again, Vikings still a really good team. They didn't show up well today, but I don't think that's necessarily representative. Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, me too, NFL fanboy. This game's gone
They're
on
gonna
for way too
hand it
long.
off, and Gibbs is gonna be. Oh God, did he score? They pushed him in for a score. They couldn't just burn clock. Why?
Why did you do that? Release me! That's how
Oh,
I feel right now.
it's gonna drag on a little bit longer. Um,
Right. We love it.
but yeah, Lions, they're feeling good because they really wanted that bye week to get healthier.
Me too, NFL fanboy. That'd be
Yeah,
interesting though. Just doing it one try. That'd be cool.
extra point is up and good, so they go up to 31.
So much for a competitive game, huh? I was hoping for some action, and I know some of my friends are not very happy right now because they've marked this on their calendar. Like this is the game that we gotta win, and then obviously the last few weeks have shown they can get the 1 seed if they just beat the Lions. But
That's going to be their concern going into the playoffs. Is
yeah, so much
if
for game of the
Rams
year. Yeah,
Rams you can handle. Depending on how things shake out, if after that round it might be. Honestly, it might be Lions second round. Could be Lions, could be Eagles.
yeah. We'll see how things shake out, but um, yeah,
I
it's
mean,
getting too long of a game.
it should have been a good game. I just don't know. The Vikings just their offense did not show up after how they played last week. They did not show up at all. Did not come prepared. Sam Darnold has not
I'm
played well.
I'm going to assume it's something on just confidence levels right now, and just the pressure is getting to them, especially with Sam Darnold because he's never been in this kind of situation before. First seed, he's already in the playoffs and everything. I assume it's either pressure or it's just he's just kind of burned out or whatever.
Well, so we saw him on Sunday night. The thing is, he's never really had to been asked to do too much. Like
Yeah, it's mostly been everybody else doing it.
it's been
He's
a
kind of
team
a game
game.
manager.
It's
Yeah.
been a team. They've played a lot of team football, but it still requires him to be accurate with the ball, and he hasn't been.
hmm I don't know. I
Then
mean, he could be really good. It's just I don't know what's going on. I hope they fix it though because I hope they can. They should be able to. I'm hoping it's just a 1 game slump. They just were outcoached, outmatched, That's probably what's happened.
Just I
As
don't think
well.
they were prepared.
No,
They're not well
I don't think
prepared.
I don't think any of them on that team were prepared. The only thing that's been consistent for the Vikings, except for one missed field goal, was the special teams. That's usually been it.
Yeah.
Defense has been there up until like probably this quarter, and then the offense has just been sputtering since the first. So
I mean, looking at like yards, they've run the ball pretty well. Their running
yeah,
backs have done pretty solid.
yeah, and Robertson has not let Justin Jefferson get anything. No separation. I don't think he's had a catch in the last couple drives at this point. We'll see if he can get something here. It looks like
And
Justin Jefferson might be on the sideline though.
well, it is. They're still doing the kickoff, so he'll still be over there. But
Yeah, I like as in like he's not ready to go.
oh, he is now. Um,
Okay.
yeah, but the thing is, like, oh, well, they played in college. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, Part of it is again he's guarding him well. And I'll give him his credit there, but it's also the fact again Darnold has missed some of the passes his way, and the other half of it is not just it's just not putting it in a position that is great for Jefferson to come away with it.
Agreed.
So we'll
Yeah.
see what
So
they can do. He's gonna
I'm
fake the
assuming
handoff.
probably a garbage time touchdown, and that's probably
It's
it.
just a completion for about a yard. That's to Hawkinson. All he's been able to really complete is mostly just dump off short, but
Yeah.
not been able to push it downfield very well.
No. I can't wait to start talking about predictions of like the playoffs though, because that will be interesting. There's a
That'll
lot
be
of things
fun.
in motion right now
We
that
got
I'm
Darnold
curious to see how things play out.
moving, stepping up, rolling right. He's gonna run with it. He's got himself a first down.
Oh,
Went
there you
out
go.
right around the first down marker.
Offensive progress.
Yeah, Vikings.
Took long enough. Couple quarters too late though.
Yeah,
But
I they needed to come out
uh,
and the offense needed to look better in the second half, and they honestly have looked worse.
hmm
Because you know the defense was gonna start letting up in the second half. You needed to keep up, and they just have
yeah,
not been able to. Not a good showing. Not a good
mm,
way to end your regular season.
not at all.
So I got Darnold
A lot of
drops
questions.
back, rolling. We got all right. We're calling it dead apparently.
Yeah, the flag though.
I'm calling full start. This delay of game. Okay.
Well, just let the game end. I think we know who won,
I have a
but also
sneaking suspicion.
yeah. Also, I am Detroit having 15 wins on a season is unheard of.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I think they would have been good enough to have 15 wins, I don't think they even had the opportunity to have 15 wins.
Probably.
As we got a completion, it's out to Naylor. He's going to get some of those yards back from the penalty, but
Not enough.
you're down 22 with 4.5 minutes. Yeah, I just don't know.
Just let the game end.
Your defense forced 2 turnovers, contained them pretty well most of the game. Darnold
hmm
drops back. He's looking. He's going to fire it deep and overthrows again. That's intended for Naylor. Overthrown by like 5 yards. We got a flag. Defensive
Great.
holding again.
Well,
They've been getting. It's almost been most of their first downs have been from penalties.
yep. And a couple of them have been on Vildor too.
I think that was only his first.
Was it his first? I might be thinking of someone else then.
They've
Uh,
had a few people with some penalties. I think that's his first penalty though of the day.
okay.
So down to 424. New set of
Yeah.
downs right around
All right.
midfield. Darnold fakes the handoff and steps up into pressure and dumps it off to Hawkinson. Just
Was that it?
is it even a catch?
No, they're reviewing it right now.
No, he looks like he catches it though. It looks like he keeps it off the ground.
Yeah, but they're gonna take a look at it though.
They're gonna take a look. Darnold, just they're not even doing the fundamentals right. Oh, they're challenging. Okay, not even doing the fundamentals right. And Darnold is limping now, so that's not a
that's
good
not
look.
good at all.
You almost wonder if it's worth just taking him out.
Yeah, I just take him out at this point because you're not gonna win this game. Game's lost. A little
Yeah.
bit on the hand. Yeah, on his right hand.
It looks
Or no, his leg.
pretty. His leg just gets wrapped up under
Yeah,
someone
Probably.
else's.
probably. I'm hoping it's just a cramp, not anything worse.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything too serious, but
Yeah, because a cramp you can easily just rest it. Anything
Cramp.
else is kind of concerning. All right, but commercial break. Woohoo! I think we've gotten all over all the major news that I can think of, but I don't know. There hasn't been anything crazy going on, or at least in the last few hours, NFL wise. Um,
well, most of it usually drops tomorrow because tomorrow is, I mean,
it's like
What? tomorrow's the day usually coaches get fired.
yeah,
Mayo
I
was a
assume
surprise because usually they wait
they
to
would
the.
fire.
I
Yeah.
mean, well, last year it was Arthur Smith was, yeah, Black Monday. I was trying to remember what it was. But like last year it would have been like the stroke of midnight. I think on the East Coast,
Yes.
it was right when they fired Arthur Smith.
Yeah, I was about to say Arthur Smith was fired at midnight.
East Coast midnight, so it wasn't even midnight.
East Coast midnight.
It was
Yeah, it wasn't
still,
even midnight for us. They would have been
yeah.
like, "What?"
I was like, oh look, they really didn't wait for him.
No, they wanted him out.
They did indeed, and so they moved on from him.
You
So
also who
tomorrow,
oh,
oh, you go,
I was gonna say, you know who I also forget is on the Steelers right now?
player or coach,
Coach.
Arthur Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe that's why I don't trust that offense. I
maybe.
have, I have to keep reminding myself that they got Arthur Smith. Of all the coaches they could get, they got Arthur Smith. And then they wonder why their offense is not that good. Are they looking at the catch now?
They ruled that income. Oh, you know what? Never mind. That is it.
Yeah,
That
he
was a
didn't
good
get his,
angle.
he didn't get his hands underneath it as fast as he could. I mean, if it wasn't slowed down as much, it definitely would have been upheld as a catch.
It was that they had one angle that looked really good.
Oh no.
Oh
Sorry, I might be
no,
ahead.
you are a little bit ahead. What's happening? Oh there, it fires. Oh, fumble.
Yeah.
By the looks of it, it's a fumble, and it's gonna be returned. Yeah, a lot of Vikings offense just not getting anything.
First down, Detroit.
That was the first completion to Jefferson since I believe the first quarter,
Mm-hmm.
and that's gonna go for a fumble.
He
It's
just
just a
punched it
bad
out.
day.
Just punched it out.
Let's see if he actually
Yeah.
catches it. One, two. Yeah, I mean he tucks it.
Yeah, if he tucks it, it definitely is a catch, right? Well,
Should
sort
be.
of.
When was the last
It
time?
depends on a couple things. The NFL had a Monday night game during the last week of the regular season.
Uh, I feel like it's been. My guess would be like either early 2010s or 2000s.
This
That
was
might be.
it probably wasn't that long ago. I'm gonna guess like 2011.
Yeah, early 2010s or 2000s. Because realistically, like, it's the end of the regular season. You most things shouldn't come down to it.
Unless it's like heavy playoff implications, they wouldn't move it to like Monday unless for like a dire reason.
Yeah, I feel like it's 2018. I'll say like
I'm sticking with 2011.
2010. I don't know,
Oh,
2010. Oh wow, they ruled it incomplete. Darnold's gonna
yeah.
drop back. He's gonna get it knocked out as he throws it.
Hmm.
They're gonna fall on it in case it's a fumble.
2002 was the
Dang,
correct answer. They stopped doing it because those teams have disadvantage if they were playing in the wild card. Oh, yeah.
that's true
Yeah,
too.
that kind of checks out. That checks out.
That
Those,
is an incompletion.
yeah. Hmm.
Um, I don't know. I just thought about it more of from in the sense of, uh, you know, a lot of it comes down to Sunday night or
Yep.
like keeping it all on Sunday. It's not really a situation of
Oh my
wanting
gosh.
to put it on Monday.
Why?
I'm gonna back up to.
Why a flag? Just let the game end.
Smith is there chatting up with the
Yeah, I agree,
golf.
NFL fan. This is the we were promised a great game.
Delay
And
of
this is
game.
what yeah. It was a delay of game. I'm a little bit ahead of you. This has been the most uneventful game I've seen today. And that's saying something.
Yeah,
The
at least the
Giant
Broncos game was somewhat interesting.
the Jets and Dolphins game was more entertaining than this.
Well, actually, no, that one was. That one wasn't that bad. Darnold drops back, 4th and 15. He's gonna fire, and that's just gonna hit the dirt. So we still got 4 minutes, but I don't know what you do if you're the Viking. Like, take out your main guys. This is not.
Just I would just rest your starters at this
You're
point.
in the playoffs still.
You're playing the Rams. You don't get the first round bye, but you get the fifth seed at the very least.
Oh, he had it.
But a
Yeah,
14-win team in the fifth seed is a little wonky.
dude, it's
But
crazy.
okay. So I want to bring this question up to you now that I got reminded. There were some people in the comments, some Instagram posts on the NFL saying, why don't they just restructure the playoff picture in the sense of remove like the
Thumbs
division
off.
rankings? Oh,
And a first down for Williams, but we got more laundry. Continue.
yeah. Yeah. Good night for on the projects in between. Huh?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's gonna be an offensive
Oh,
penalty. I think it was a hold, so they're gonna replay first down.
yeah. Yeah, I was about to say NFL fanboy. That was what I was gonna say. Is that division rivalries mean so much. Saw someone say the Lions fan don't know how to talk trash talk on the internet because they haven't been chance since the dial-up was invented. Yeah. Also, to be completely fair, most of the people talking crap are usually bandwagon fans or really, really, really passionate Lions fans who
All
just,
right, got a
like you said,
handoff.
don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, he's weaving his way, and he's got about an 18-yard run there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, fanboy. Yeah. The people who are like make it like the NPA, don't make it like the NBA. Because the NBA like playoff picture does not make sense in my eyes. Where's the divisions? Do they not mean anything anymore?
Yeah, it's. I don't really have a problem with the way. I know this is like, and I knew it was gonna raise some questions. We got a quick dump off.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
to
They might as well just
Jameson
make it
Williams.
the West and East conferences at this point. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I would say keep the NFL playoff structure as it is. I don't know what else you could change about it.
I mean,
Um,
honestly, the only way you could really change it is it it definitely should guarantee spots in the playoffs. The only thing would
uh
be, does it guarantee the top four? Because like you look at the Texans and it's like, should the Texans really be the 4 seed right now? And so
yeah.
you could say it guarantees a spot but doesn't guarantee a top 4 seed. Instead, it
So
just guarantees you a spot and you get ranked based off
it
of
would also
record
be
there.
it would also be the argument for. Do you remember tank division in 2020, the NFC East, when
Mm-hmm.
everyone was really bad except for the Commander? Or they weren't even the Commanders yet. They were the Washington Football Team.
Mm-hmm.
They were what were they? They were 7-9. It was before the 17 game, I think. But
Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, I can see that argument, but also, but fighting for the division means so much. That's the thing.
Well, yeah,
It's
and
not a great division though.
it obviously
But
means something in its own right too. But you know, I think
yeah,
part of it is it should at least clinch you a playoff spot. The only way you rework it is it doesn't guarantee you a top 4 seed. So kind of like how
mhm.
the college football playoffs is. We got a handoff for about 4 yards. Like who is it? Arizona State winning the Big 12
Mhm.
guaranteed them a spot in the playoffs, but it does after that it's based off of where you fall in the natural ranking.
Yeah,
Is that's like the only other way they should do it.
yeah.
Otherwise, it's just you're gonna get funky stuff every once in a while. So
Division
it's
championships guaranteeing a home game is a great division. Yeah, I agree. That's a great tradition, and we should keep doing that. It's just I don't understand why some people don't understand that the reason why the playoff structures are structured the way they are is because they're entertaining and they have so much more value if you fight for them. So
yeah.
it, it's
Again,
it's like that.
I'm not saying that's the way they should go about it. I'm just saying that's the only way you really can. Um,
Mhm.
but it's a funky year with an extreme skill gap where you have really good teams and really bad teams, and so
Yeah,
you're gonna have this one in probably we'll say probably like 1 in 1,000 chance of this happening where you have a 14 win team at a 5 seed.
yeah. The goal of every NFL team is regular season is to win their division. A wild card berth is consolation prize. Period. Yeah,
Well, I don't know about that one.
I mean, I can agree with that for the most part. But yeah,
I think every team's
that
goal.
would be
Oh well,
well, every team's goal is to win the Super Bowl. But to
yeah.
get
So
there, you have to win a division. If you don't, then you have to be really good enough to get the wild card. So yeah, regular season goal.
regular season goal,
Yeah.
your goal is to win the conference, then division, then wild card. Like at the very least, win a wild or make it to a wild card spot. But
I mean, it can be debated, I guess, but just depends on who you're asking. But
division winning the division means a lot, maybe like a lot more because obviously rivals and stuff
winning the
is
conference
another
is
run.
only possible in the postseason now. Yeah,
Winning the
I
top
mean you.
spot on it.
Yeah, I mean you can win the top spot, but that doesn't mean you win the conference, though. I get that logic, though. Um, but yeah, this game's about to be done here in a second. Um, but yeah, it,
Yeah, JJ McCarthy walking around now on the
yeah, I did
sideline.
see that. Yeah, I did see that. He's not really in a brace, but he's definitely in something.
I I mean he's got like a sleeve on his leg, but he's
Yeah.
walking all right too. He's not even like
He's not limping or anything.
looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Got a 3 yard run, so I'll bring up fourth down as they're gonna run it under a minute.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
Yeah, there's
I'm
Teddy Bridgewater.
oh
Yeah, he'll pop up here for you in a second, but um
Teddy.
yeah, Teddy needs to. He's a pretty good, reliable backup when he's healthy and pretty good. So,
True.
the fact that he was a Vikings quarterback for so long,
I mean that's where he's drafted.
yeah, he was where he was drafted, and I don't know. I wish Teddy Bridgewater did succeed in Minnesota when he could, but obviously that wasn't meant to be.
Handoff on 4th down, and it looks like he comes up short.
Yeah.
So Vikings will get the ball with 20-some seconds, unless they somehow give this a first down. But
I don't.
why do you?
The clock is still running. Well, it stopped. Wait, on my screen it stopped. It says 13.
Oh, it should have stopped. There was a 4th down run. I don't know why you run it on 4th down.
Yeah, great. Let's drag it out even longer. Yeah, me too. NFL fanboy. This is painful to watch right now. Like we know who won. Just end the game.
Yeah, I know we've talked about it a bit this year, but now that it's officially, I missed a Lions timeout. I didn't even.
Some
notice that
Lions
was going
fans are doing the skull chant in the crowd.
on.
What a great way to end that off, I guess. But yeah, I mean, Lions winning the 1 seed, Vikings getting dropped to the 5th seed. Yeah, who knew? I mean, I did call the Lions to win this, but I didn't think they were going to win in this fashion. That's the thing. I thought they were at least going to,
Oh, now the
fight.
Vikings are kneeling. Wow.
Well,
Perfect.
good first time in team history. 15 wins the most in team history, so even more records being broken.
Well, I'm again, like I mentioned before, I think the last time they had a season this good, I don't even know that they had more than 15, or I don't even know that they had 15 games to play.
Yeah, NFL fanboy. Yeah, technically they didn't drop to it, but I mean, I like to think they did though, because both of them were technically available for the 1 seed. It was just, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, that's very disappointing as a Sunday night football game. I thought this would be more entertaining. There was definitely a lot of stops on Detroit's side. Their defense, as bad as they are, they're still kicking. I don't know what's going on over there, but they're motivated. They want that chip. So I'm very impressed with that defense. I don't know how well they'll turn over to the postseason, but they got something, and they get the bye, so they can rest a little bit.
That'll be what's important for them. Obviously, we'll talk about outcomes, and we'll look back at some of these games after or in this week's videos. But
Indeed.
I think as a one last parting thing, as again slightly mentioned before, and we've talked about a bunch this season, but that deadline has finally hit. Who's getting fired tomorrow?
You're on the clock.
Who do you think? Who do you think's getting fired? Some guesses.
I gotta think about it. So.
You fired.
You fired.
You fired.
You did a great job. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to let you go. You're fired.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a look at some of these. I know one probably won't get fired tomorrow.
I'd say one will be fired tomorrow. The rest will be fired over the course of the next 3 days.
Who gets fired tomorrow?
That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out who it would be, because let's see here. I know Mayo was out today.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of coaches overall. Interims don't count though, because they just had to fill the role.
Yeah, they're just filling the role.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think here. I could see the Browns and Titans firing their head coaches, but the Browns don't make sense. Stefanski is probably their best coach they've had in a long time. So, I don't know. Yeah, always funny when a coach gets fired after losing the wild card. Yeah. See, the thing is that if the Steelers let go of Mike Tomlin, they won't fire him. It'll just have to be when he retires or his contract expires or something like that. Because that's usually how they do it there. They don't fire people. I don't know why, but they just don't. Unless they can finally break the cycle and fire Tomlin. But I don't think they will. Tomlin just doesn't know how to win more than 10 games.
Hey, I would love to see them fire Tomlin because he's still.
It would be amazing.
not fun to play against, and I would love to see them try and get someone else.
Yeah. It's wild how Mike Tomlin has been a head coach for so long and does not a coach tree. Yeah, because they're not. If he ever did have a coaching tree, he probably does, but they're not good. I've never heard of anybody under Mike Tomlin end up being successful outside of the Steelers.
Meanwhile,
And someone said Mike Tomlin is the equivalent of one of the head coaches of the NBA, where they won one championship very early in their career and just have never been good ever since. I don't know who that was.
Rivers?
I don't remember.
Did Doc Rivers win
It
one?
might be Doc Rivers. It might be Doc Rivers.
It might have been. I don't remember if he won one.
I don't know if he did, but they're kind of the same. Point still being.
Yeah, just looking at like people who could be fired. Especially rumblings of who we've heard before. Mike McCarthy, I think, doesn't get.
He'll probably stay.
I don't know if he stays, but the way they were talking about it before, it seemed like they were discussing it, and so if he leaves, it'll be with some more.
Yeah, Todd Haley.
It'll be with after some more discussion. So I feel like he won't go tomorrow. Callahan, I think, should have been the one to go.
Yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't fired first.
Because it was so bad.
All this year, aka the author of the worst 3 years in Chiefs history. Yep.
Let's see. Panthers, I think you stick with Canales. I think he turned that team around the second half of the year. Morris, I think, is okay for another year at least, so I think he'll stay. Doug Peterson is the person I expect to be fired tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Doug Peterson. I completely forgot about that guy. Yeah, I've heard rumors that they're going to do an overhaul after this game today. So,
they should. Steichen, after missing the playoffs again, I don't think he'll miss I don't think he'll be fired. But they got some stuff to look at. Dable?
I think the first one who gets fired is actually Doug Peterson. Everyone else will be in the next 2 to 3 days.
I mean, technically, 30 minutes, it'll be... not that we'll stick around for another 30 minutes, but 30 minutes will be Black Monday on the East Coast, so we could see someone fired in as soon as 30 minutes. Okay, Dable, do you think Dable kicks the can, or do you think they stick with him?
I think Dable probably kicks the can. He probably won't be fired right away, but I won't be surprised if he does get fired.
So you don't think he's fired tomorrow?
Oh, no. I think he gets fired probably like the nenext day or two, because they kind of want to weigh their options right now.
All right, now
especially with the draft position moving.
We got a few ones here that might be interesting. Mike McDaniel. I just wanted to know if he can.
Yeah, we're just trying to
which
guess
ones who gets fired tomorrow.
It's more like bragging rights than anything else. It's not like, oh, this affects anything else. I just think it's just bragging rights, anything. But
I'm having my fun.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. Probably get going.
I mean, do you think Mike McDaniel gets fired? Or Antonio Pierce, maybe?
Pierce makes sense. Mike McDaniel,
Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
Shanahan
won't probably be fired. McDaniel, I can see both. I'm leaning towards they keep him.
It'll be interesting because especially if they're losing Tyreek, and how the season has gone, and just the past few years either missing the playoffs or first round bounce is just not been a good look. But
No.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll have plenty to talk about. This week. So.
All right. But thank you all for joining us. I know this was a little underwhelming of a game, and obviously my setup is not as good as I wanted it to be. I was trying to get the camera all set up, and it just didn't want to work with me, and so I just kind of stuck with the a computer camera. So I apologize for this bright light up here. I can't really do much about it, but yeah. But thank you all for joining us. We appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
So, well, if you don't have anything else, Will, then I guess we'll just kind of wrap it up then.
Yep.
All right. We shall see you guys in the recap, and we are going to get ready for postseason. See ya.
Bye.